Happy Saturday. Helen is with us. You know who else is with us? Meat Sweats. Big Ray for another open bar episode. Every Saturday, we get together, have a couple beverages, talk some sports, talk some pop culture, talk some shit. You know, they're on Saturday around these parts.
Yes, sir. How's it going, everybody? Rob, how you doing?
So how you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, I mean, just had to work today until I got home at like 3:30, so it was annoying. But yeah,
we have. I'm doing good, man. I'm a little tired. My dad's been in town, so. We have Mark Mean Muffin. I call him Mean Muffin. It's you, Nick Muffin, in the chats. How you doing, buddy? How's everyone else doing? So I wanted to talk to you first about the Kirk Cousins thing. So we've been doing a lot of best balls, and ever since Kirk Cousins was signed to the Raiders, Mendoza's been falling like 30 picks. So it leads me to believe that drafters and the fantasy community, the football community, seems to think that Kirk Cousins is going to be starting there, which I don't think so. So I just want to get your take on that. Like, do you think that they're signing him to start, or they're signing him to have insurance, hold a clipboard, and like be an emergency option if Mendoza isn't ready for some reason?
They are pulling a Ryan Pace Chicago Bears card out of their pocket of signing Mike Glennon for a lot of money. I think it was 18 guaranteed back then. This year's 20 hit Kirk Cousins is 20 guaranteed. This is basically a 1-year contract for him. Yes, he's going to start. Kirk Cousins will start the season. I almost would be willing to bet my life on it. Why the fuck would they give him 20 million guaranteed? They're not in contention to be getting into the playoffs. Why would they? Like, in my eyes, they just feel like Mendoza is not necessarily completely ready. At least, I don't know. There's just no reason to give a quarterback
though.
20 million.
Yeah, I know. I get it. The only reason is because it's Kirk Cousins, and teams seem to feel obligated to give him millions and millions of dollars for no reason every single contract.
Made more than Tom Brady.
If you look at the recent history of these first overall picks, right? Like, they all start day one, and I'm as much as I think Caleb is a better prospect than Mendoza, but I think Mendoza's more pro ready than Caleb was, just because Caleb, and also new head coach, or a bad head coach at least when he first came in, and just the system he was running in USC compared to the system that Mendoza was running with Cignetti, that seems much more pro style, pro ready. He has 3 years experience in college. He's a not older prospect, but like, he seems like the reason that you're drafting Mendoza is he's a high floor guy, right? Like, Caleb was one of those X factor guys where like we didn't think he'd be bad, but there was a chance he could flame out. He wasn't Trubisky, he wasn't Justin Fields, but he was a guy that has the highest of all upsides, and we're kind of seeing this now where like Mendoza's the guy that's like his range of outcomes is narrower, right? He's gonna be better than the worst, better than a bust, but I don't think he has, that franchise level quarterback play where maybe he does, but I just think that it's safety. So, like, it's just odd that they're going to they had to bring in someone. There's not a lot of options. I guess I was talking to my dad about this. There's not a lot of options left, to sign, like a veteran. And they need someone there. But it's just a weird thing. And I wouldn't, you're saying you bet your life on Kirk Cousins starting. I think it's 20% chance that Kirk Cousins starts.
Game one, he'll play. Promise you. There's just no, again, Rob, why didn't they decide?
What do you think they should do, though?
Well, of course, what they should do is just start fucking Mendoza from day one. But I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't you not sign somebody like Minshew? You know what I mean? You get basically the same shit.
Well, Minshew's already signed. Minshew's on Arizona. So I'm saying that everyone's already gone.
Rob, you work with me here, man. They've had this plan for Mendoza for how long? When they got the first pick, that's been their plan. So, Minshew was a free agent when that happened. So that argument is not good enough in my eyes.
They know what they're going to do.
That is also what is leading me to believe this is why he'll start. It may even be for 2 weeks. They might pay him $10 million a week, and he'll not start another game because he'll probably suck ass. And that's what they'll bring Mendoza in. I mean, I don't know. I just paying. I mean, of course, the number was like what is it? 130, 50, whatever the hell, $1 million, 5 years, bullshit. That's obviously not the real contract. The contract's 1 year, $20 million guaranteed. Again, why pay a backup quarterback $20 million guaranteed? Especially to be a mentor, if that's your case and what you're thinking. Because then sign a Case Keenum, somebody like that who knows football, who sucks. You know, you very well might be 100% right. I mean, logically, that would make sense to me too. It just because you draft the quarterback first. You're a terrible team. Your division's very hard. Just
Coffee. It's not hard to understand. I understand why they did it. I answer this. I understand why they did it. I don't understand why they would do it for him to start, because like first overall picks in this day and age, they never sit. Back in the day, they sat. Now you want to get as much as you can out of the guy. You need to get him ready for year 2. This is not about this year and reps. It's all about reps. And like, even if it's 5 games, I guess I can see the appeal. You know, you go back to Mahomes that entire year. Like, it does work out, but it just, these teams are impatient. They're fucking impatient. And like, this team has no chance to win. Like, I don't care if Mendoza comes in and has a RG3 or Jaden Daniels level success. They're not winning. Like, the division's way too tough. Like, the Chiefs somehow are they have the second best odds to win the Super Bowl this year. And like, I would argue they're probably the 3rd best team in that division. I think that's based on name brand.
I was about to say
like, Broncos with the Waddle trade. Broncos
were the Chargers upgrading.
They were a Bo Nix injury away from going to the Super Bowl last year, and the Chargers have an actual offensive coordinator now. They have a healthy O-line, and they have Justin Herbert, who is not going to be, he's not going to be hurt this year, at least to start the year. And he played awesome last year. And Hampton got hurt last year. That was a year from hell for the Chargers. Still made the playoffs. So right. I just don't want Kirk Cousins to start. I don't want anything to do with Kirk Cousins starting. For Brock Bowers, for any of these, for Ashton Genty, I want to see Mendoza, see what he has. Jay says, Rob, you're wearing a Bears jersey? I am. It's a Greg Olsen jersey. Repping Greg Olsen, who also was part of a rap song. If you didn't know that, what's the song called? The Miami Hurricane song he made?
Oh, it's the eighth floor crew, whatever, like floor level in their dorm. It was whatever floor crew. And my name's G Greg. I got a 3rd leg.
Just pretty much talking about definitely inappropriate shit towards women, having sex with a bunch of women, like orgies, gangbangs. Like, it's
first
super.
Off, that
like,
was
not
what,
DC,
like 05? Like, that was practical for that time, not 20 years later. Hey, Rob, just real quick, I just want to say one little thing real quick with the Kirk Cousins things. The only thing that, in my eyes, maybe it's worth paying him $20 million to sit on the bench is to teach Mendoza how to prove or how to show himself to be a professional quarterback. And or another reason why I think he may start a game or two, to show Mendoza the ropes of like, hey, like, this is how you prepare for a game, this and that, and then just like let him go. I don't know. Either way, I'm with you. It's a completely dumb move. No reason why they're doing it, but besides a good backup, but a lot of money for that.
Yeah, the clipboard thing I understand. It's just you don't pay a guy that much money to hold a clipboard.
But $20 million for 1 year?
Me and Mouth.
A lot of money.
Yeah. Mouth, we had this conversation. He says, remember our convo about no time under center? Cousins literally is going in as a meat shield to show Mendoza under center play action. So on our breakdown of Mendoza, I read out the stat that Mendoza had 6 plays under center his entire college career. Not just last year. This is the 2 years at Cal and the year at Indiana.
Well,
6
Caleb
plays under center.
Right? Caleb was the same way, right? I mean, he only made like 15 or something like that. Like, it wasn't much more. Like,
6 sounds crazy but like Ty Simpson led all FBS quarterbacks with 44 last year, but 6 for 3 years is crazy low. And I would be willing to bet that 5 of those 6 or 6 of those 6 were all run plays. So it's like he has yet to actually run an official play action, and it's not that hard. But I think when you hear ex quarterbacks talk about it, the difference is why the shotgun's nice is that you get to see the whole field. You don't have to turn your back to the field. Turning your back to nowadays these edge rushers that are 4-5 speed guys that can destroy you with the Raiders offensive line. I know Linderbaum's nice, but Linderbaum's not on the edge. He's not a left tackle, right tackle. Like, you're exposed.
It's Colton Miller, right?
He's okay. Yeah, their offensive line's it's going to be average. I think they're going to be an average offensive line.
Hey, average is better than what Caleb and Mitch Trubisky went through. Justin Fields. But nonetheless, yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Coffee says Chiefs went 1-5 in the division. No way they bounce back. I mean, that was officially, we talked about the Chargers having the year from hell. The Chiefs had the year from hell because Patrick Mahomes actually played great last year. That was the best he's played since 2024, even 2023. And it was mostly on the back of his legs because his pass catchers sucked. His offensive line broke down and their defense fell apart. But like, I'm not betting against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. I guess the one concern is you have Mahomes coming off an ACL. I understand that. But like, Ray, if you had to bet, odds are, let's say I gave you a bet that was even odds, $100. for the Chiefs to make the playoffs. Which side are you taking? Are you taking they're not going to make the playoffs for $100, or you're taking they're going to make the playoffs?
Well, I believe that this was the first year they didn't make the playoffs in Mahomes last year, besides his major injury. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the math. They'll make the playoffs. I still will not bet against Mahomes and Andy Reid. Like, I believe in those two more than I do Sean Payton and Bo Nix, just because maybe the coaches are near even. Probably Andy Reid's got a little bit of an edge, and Mahomes has got the edge over to Nix by not by like a mile, but it's a good clip. And the Chargers, we'll see what happens with McDaniel, man. I mean, that will be a very interesting development with them. So,
and I think we all seem to forget that before Mahomes, Alex Smith had 3 elite seasons. I think they made the playoffs all 3 years. So
correct.
Like it wasn't, it was a perfect situation. Mahomes sat. So it's like Mahomes was the difference to put them over the top to win Super Bowls, to go to Super Bowls, to always go to the AFC Championship game. But this team was a contending team prior. And Andy Reid, going back to the Philadelphia days, always contending. How many NFC Championship games did McNabb lose? Like, so Andy Reid, just the problem with him is he was the Kyle Shanahan back in the day. It was just like, oh, he's a great coach, but can't win the big game, can't get to the big game. And Mahomes was the last piece, right? And it's funny to say he's the last piece, but I would bet they make the playoffs. I know the AFC is super tough, but like, I don't care. And Mouse says Justin Fields starts the first 4 games of this year. Would it surprise you if Justin Fields came out and balled with Andy Reid, if they knew this coming in and they're going to probably play they're going to not show their cards. They're going to say Mahomes is healthy. They're going to be like, we're slow playing and he's going to be ready. And then guess what? Starts the season. He's out for the first 4 games. It would not surprise me if they run some kind of weird, like a Lamar Jackson style Baltimore Ravens, Todd Monken like offense with Justin Fields. Cause we talk about this all the time. Justin Fields as Bears fans. And then what happened with Pittsburgh when he was 4-2. And then obviously the Jets year, that was that was the worst team in football. But he has yet to ever actually get a fair shake, whether it be coaching, whether it be roster, whether it be him not being ready. And like, this is actually a good spot for him. So this is going to be a win-win for all parties where like Patrick Mahomes takes his time. If they go 2-2 without him, that's a win for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Your first question to me was, would I be shocked if he balls out? No, not at all. First off, both things you said, the team around him is better and the coach is elite. The best coach he's had around him. So those two things go a mile, to the moon of making him a better quarterback already. And then on top of that, they traded for him. They didn't just pick him up sign him as a free agent. They traded for him. Now, again, I think it was a 6th round pick, 5th round pick, probably 6th, I think. But nonetheless, wasn't much. But they still traded something where they've had history of getting players, with Andy Reid, through those Chief years that he's been with them, late picks of at least getting good contribution players. So in their eyes, be like, hey, let's solidify our backup quarterback situation by getting Justin Fields in here, who clearly Andy Reid believes in enough with his talent that he can mold him and take away the difficulties and the problems that he continuously holding the ball too long, not seeing wide open things in the field. Like, if he can fix even half of those things, that's going to go a very long way. And to your point, they go 2-2 with him at quarterback with the first 4 weeks. If that's what happens, it's a total win for both parties, Justin Fields and
we've chatted about this. I was a big Justin Fields fan, and last year for fantasy, I just don't know. And it wasn't terrible. The fact he got benched was unreal for Tyrod Taylor, who's 36. But it was one of those things where even I, after last year, was like, Justin Fields, it's over. Like the Justin Fields, like him as a starting quarterback, him as a possibility to be not even a franchise guy, as a starting quarterback in the NFL is over. And then you look at the situation now, and it reminds me a lot of Malik Willis, where it's like, I promise you, as bad as Justin Fields has been, even on the Bears, he was better than what Malik Willis was as a rookie with Titans. Like, that's just straight up fact. Like, Malik Willis is one of the worst players. Not even so much he was the worst, but the play was awful. The film was awful. Everything was awful. And he goes to Matt LaFleur, and Andy Reid's better than Matt LaFleur. I like LaFleur. The Chiefs are better than the Packers. So it's like, if that happened, so it wouldn't surprise me, is what I'm saying, if Justin Fields comes out and actually like plays some fucking ball, right? Where we're talking not just like running the ball. He has some, games where it's like 18 for 26 for 270, 2 touchdowns and a pick and 60 yards rushing. Like that's Justin Fields. You know what the crazy thing about Justin Fields is he does not turn the ball over ever. He just doesn't ever put the ball in harm's way. In terms of interceptions, he fumbles a fuckload. We all know that.
Well, I mean, he does throw interceptions. It wasn't like Trubisky. I'm saying for Bears wise, like many other quarterbacks. And no, to your point, he does not turn the ball over throwing wise. That's why he runs it, because that's why he's so athletic. He just takes off. So now if you can get Andy Reid to reel it in a bit instead of just taking your first read and moving, and running, go through your first 3 progressions with a great Andy Reid offense that like your first 3 reads, somebody should be open. And if they're really not open, then yeah, use your athleticism. Dude, I'm going to tell you, Rob, one of the best plays I ever saw in my entire life was against the Bears versus the Dolphins when Justin Fields did that fake throw and he ran for like 50 plus
60
yards.
60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, dude. Like that was so fucking sick, dude. Like, so it's in him. It's just, I'm with you. Like, I love the guy. He's a very good kid. He's not a bad person. He just has gotten a complete shit end of the stick for everything you originally talked about. All the situational things, coaching, team, everything about that and situation. And you know what? This is it. We'll find out with this.
Yeah, this is it. Especially if he actually gets 4 games like you mentioned. And Mouth, I'll get to your super in a second. I just looked this up. Justin Fields, last 2 seasons, he started. Let's see, it's been 15 games, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So like the 12 touchdowns, it's training wheel shit where you're just not throwing enough. But like 2 picks, I know he's had a lot of fumbles in that time, but like that's wild. Like that's actually pretty good. And let's not forget 4-2 with the Steelers for those years. I still can't believe they benched him for Russell Wilson. Like, what the hell was that? Like, I know it worked for the first couple games, but I'm not saying you would have won a Super Bowl with Justin Fields, but I know you're not winning a Super Bowl with late stage Russell Wilson, who everyone hates, the league hates, teammates hate. He's 5'10", dude. Mouse says with McDaniels and Gase and all the blow and meth and Gase's crazy eyes that never close, they will never miss anything on the offensive side of the ball ever again in LA. Harbaugh was NFL quarterback as well. So yeah, they're going to be hyped up. They're going to be maybe the new age thing is they need to scale back the crazy shit. Just take some Adderall. That's controlled. You still get your high. You're focused. Adam Gase, we chatted about this before. What a psycho Adam Gase is. He is just Dakota. It's the legendary duo of Rob and Ray Triple R. Ray squared.
Ray,
we have
Ray cubed. That's Ray cubed, if you will.
Ray cubed. Mark, again, shout out Mark, one of the number 1 super fans of the show. Always great to see him back in the chat. Bunch. Tiny Dancer will elevate that offense. They will finally have a good running back, and I think
that's a great call.
Storey, I think it was Storey that made the point, which way back when they signed him, he was saying, and I was on the side that Patrick Mahomes is ready for day 1, no problem. And he opened my eyes. He's like, they signed Kenneth Walker for insurance for if Mahomes isn't back, and they're just going to go super run heavy. Andy Reid knows how to generate a run game. He hasn't done it the last couple of years, and that's partially because they've had fucking bums. Isaiah Pacheco. sorry, a broken leg. Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah, and then fucking literally a decrepit Kareem Hunt.
Decrepit. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm just loving, like, the more I think about it, I just love Kenneth Walker. We got to see what they do in the draft. I'm talking about for fantasy. Like, I got to see what they do in the draft. Well, if they don't bring somebody in,
we got to retire their Tiny Dancer video then. I mean, if he kills it this year.
It's so funny, though. Like, do I ever want to retire, like, one of the greatest bits on this show?
We always said well, you know what? I think we'll have to leave it to this season, because like we'll just say he puts up 1,500 yards. That's a very lofty goal, obviously. But I'm just saying some crazy season. It's like, well, might have to do something else. But hey, it's still a great bit. Hell of a clip and a song.
And he finally stopped dancing. That's the thing. Is like early in the year, he was not. Zach Charbonnet, by every metric, was actually better than Kenneth Walker when they were both playing. And partially that was because they were using them in inverse roles. They were running them the wrong way. And they were running Kenneth Walker up the middle, and they were running Zach Charbonnet with outside zone, which should be the other way around, which is wild that Kubiak's a great coach, but like that's really alarming that he did that. And then there was just like when it was all Kenneth Walker, he got those outside zones, and look what happened. He's just he's just fucking turned the corner and he's gone for 30 yards. Coffee says Chiefs need to win the draft, and let's not forget win at the draft. Let's not forget they have 2 first-round picks. So, and I know Andy Reid, he's gonna trade back with one of those picks. I feel like he's gonna acquire more. This team needs more. They lost 3 guys in their secondary. They lost 2 corners, Watson, McDuffie, and they lost Cook, their safety. So they're thin on the back ends, and they just turned that position over with like 2nd, 3rd round rookies, and they always hit. McDuffie was I think a 1st round pick, but it was like 22nd overall.
Right, correct. Late.
They never draft these guys high. They don't draft the Sauce Gardners. They end up getting Pro Bowl caliber players. So they have, for once, they do have some ammunition in the draft.
Was Eric Berry? I know that was pre Andy Reid. Was he a 2nd rounder? Was he a 1st rounder?
Dude, I think Eric Berry was a 2nd rounder. What a stud Eric Berry was.
I thought that was a 2nd rounder as well. Shout out to Longhorns. Yeah. What if the Chiefs?
Jay says Chiefs could use a reliable wide receiver.
What about
by the way, if you guys didn't hear, they just released the news today that Rashee Rice is not getting suspended. Surprise, surprise. The Chiefs player is getting off on domestic stuff.
Fucked up, dude. I saw
him. I thought he would get something.
But did you see the picture of the girl's face? I mean, man, like, not saying it was like unrecognizable, but it wasn't good. Like when the NFL is a joke, dude. When it comes to any of this shit, like, it's sad. That's fucked up. If you and I did that, Rob, we'd be behind bars for a long time.
Yep. And
that's what pisses me off.
As much as Rashee Rice is a decent player, I think he's an overrated player. He's a bad dude. I mean,
correct.
Like it's not just the drag racing thing. He's had some college rumblings when he played college. It's not just been a couple isolated incidents. So the Chiefs, they're done with him. So they will draft a receiver because in my team this year, they're not going to sign him. Like, you can't sign that guy to a mega contract. And his numbers on field, and you look at the contracts that, let's just say Wan'Dale Robinson's contract, like, he's going to get Alec Pierce money. You know, he's not going to get Wan'Dale money. He's going to get Alec Pierce money. Right. He's going to get $33 million a year. And you don't pay a guy like that who is a loose cannon. And also,
Mark Davis
the ACL, like, it's not just suspension. Yeah, Mark Davis will. I think there's rumblings that he might sell the team though.
No,
The
NFL is going to force him. That's what it is.
Has that haircut? They're just like, dude, we can't have this on TV. This haircut is fucking terrible.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
Coffee is hyped for Harbaugh in New Jersey at MetLife. He's going to bring so much energy to the New York Giants. I just hope he's better than what he was the last couple years in Baltimore. I mean, let's be honest. The guy won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco, always competing with Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson playing at a very high level. The last couple of years were not good. I'm just going to go back to the fact that he was taking Derrick Henry off the field for entire quarters when they were in games, like winning games or tying games. Like, that's just a bad strategy for literally Keaton Mitchell. What are you doing, man? Like, what? Why? I'll never get it. Derrick Henry's a guy that gets better throughout the game. We see this in Tennessee. Like, third quarter's good, fourth quarter's elite. You know, he gets yards per carry, gets better. He wears down defenses. They play in a cold weather state. Like, these are mostly cold weather games. Like, maybe
you're
just
lagging a bit, Rob.
Feeding Derrick Henry also is going to keep Lamar Jackson. It's going to keep the play action.
Yeah, Rob.
You hear me?
I was saying you
there we go. I'm back.
Your entire conversation, your entire point, you were just
sorry. Look,
you just did it again. Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you hyped about the signing? Are you hyped about the Harbaugh signing?
So I'm with you. I would say if I had to give a percentage of how hyped I am, I would say it's like a 65-70% hyped. I would assume every New York. Let's put it this way: if the Bears didn't hire Ben Johnson and they hired John Harbaugh, I'd be jacked. Just for reference, everybody. It's just that Ben Johnson was the unknown. John Harbaugh is the known. but he has not been living up to his tenure in the last few years. And like Rob just said, I mean, that's just unexcusable to not be playing Derrick Henry, who like that's the reason he's so good for his whole career. He's so big and huge. He just wears down the defense the more you give it to him. They can't keep up with that. And he just, I don't know, man. He didn't see it for some reason, and that was a detriment to them.
And the fact that Derrick Henry, as much of a bruiser he is, he's also a guy that could take any play to the house. So like the wear down stuff, it's like he's like Chris Johnson was, where like Chris Johnson's 3 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 70 yards. But this guy's 250 pounds. Mark says, I'll get to your comment in a second, Mouth. Eric Berry was first round, 5th overall. I was way off on that one.
I couldn't remember.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Ray, I don't know if you're gonna like this comment, but Mal says Rasheed Rice is Black Trump, do crimes, never get arrested or suffer consequences, keep making millions. Rice can shoot someone in Kansas City and they'd blame the victim like he was wearing a Bo Nix jersey. Hold on, Ray, before we respond, I think I have the perfect clip that's just gonna encapsulate Ray's response.
It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair. We lost as a team.
No, it's even funnier because I have a more hotter take than that. If Mouth wants to go down that road, Barry Obama, fucking biggest criminal in American history. So
I think the point is that they're all criminals, except for Sleepy Joe. He was too old and tired to be a criminal. He was just sleeping the whole time.
He was
you can't commit crimes.
People signed, laws while he, auto pen. That's bad.
I think his kids are criminals, though, right? I think his kids were the criminals. That's right. Sleepy Joe. Joe's kids were criminals.
No, Sleepy Joe is the dude has been in Congress since the 70s. Are you kidding me? It's clearly a big criminal.
Dakota, Black Donald Trump song performed by the Time, written by Prince. Morris Day in the Time, man. Also
Morris Day in the motherfucking Times.
Like greatest band in the world, man. Yeah, Jungle Love, dude. Jungle Love.
Jungle Love. Oh, I wanna get to know you.
Have you seen Purple Rain?
Yeah.
Wild fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
Not a movie that's aged very well because Prince commits like 3 different domestic assaults on his girlfriend. Like, also, doesn't he like leave her by the river in that one scene too? He's just like, it's not good for. Ray's got some tacos. What kind of tacos are those, bro? Steak.
Chicken.
Ooh.
Don't think just because I got a lot of money, I'll give you taco flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, taco.
Oh, my bad.
Hunter snorted so much coke that so much coke back in time he served his father's. I can't read that. So ate her. He was a cokehead, I think, is the bottom line. You know what? I'm a cokehead for Jalen Coker. Big fan of Jalen Coker. Can't wait to fucking watch him ball out this year. Can't wait.
Yeah.
He identified. This is a Greg Olsen jersey, Dakota. Shout out to Dakota, by the way, for knowing that and also just being a professional fanatic in the Patreon. Yeah, Greg Olsen jersey. It's actually my wife's, dude, and I don't know how. It's really big on her. I don't know how. It's really tight, but I figured I want to rep some Greg Olsen today. We love Greg Olsen, right?
Did we love Greg Olsen? Yeah, fucking loved Greg Olsen. So Dakota, I'll just tell you, if you didn't know, the reason the Bears traded Greg Olsen is because Mike Martz was the offensive coordinator at the time and said, Greg Olsen doesn't fit my offense. That was the end of the dinosaurs who were assholes, who never made their offense around the talent they had. Demanded the players to fit to fit their scheme. So we traded him to the fucking Panthers for a 3rd round pick. Wow. Greg Olsen should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, but no.
Greg Olsen, the best offensive weapon on that 15-1 Carolina Panthers team. Cam Newton won MVP. They went to a Super Bowl. If Cam Newton maybe fell on that fumble, they might have won the Super Bowl. Who knows? But Greg Olsen, that's what I'm saying. He was the best as a tight end in his later years. Was the best weapon on that Carolina team.
He was
Scott
like
Williamson
he was at the beginning stages of like that stretch the field. What we have now, current tight end as like the regular. There were people before him.
Scout Williams. He called me mate. He must be from Australia. Shout out to you. Easy to support, share, or whatever you want to do. If you want to join the community, just go to the website, professionalfanatics.com. Go to the YouTube channel, Professional Fanatics. Go to and then go to the Patreon. Get in the Discord and join the community if you're interested. I've had some people on Twitch that just try to charge money for me. They want to advertise me, and I think it's a scam. So just so you know, this is a small-time grassroots operation right now. I have plenty of supporters. I want more supporters, but I can't afford to pay for people to market it that that aren't. I don't know if you're reputable or not. I'm just saying, like, you know how it goes. There's a lot of those. The prince. What is it? The prince in Africa that needs money. That needs $600,000. So support him now, and you'll double your money.
That was the beginning of the internet. What now is happening is that people like. So I've told everybody, if you don't know this, please warn your older relatives and shit about this. Scammers have now gotten so smart to where they'll rob, like, your grandmother could call you, or she'll get a phone call and it's you saying you've been kidnapped and you need $10,000 or $5,000 or $1,000, whatever the fuck it is, to make as your what they call ransom. But it's AI, and so the whole thing is basically what I'm getting at. If anybody for me, it's my grandmother. I told her, if you ever have something like that, call my phone, because if it's AI, they're not going to have your cell phone. They're not going to have your phone on them. So they'll call, all of a sudden, oh, I'm kidnapped, and they're going to call you, and they'll be like, hello? Hey, are you kidnapped? The fuck are you talking about, Grandma? Like, no, I'm all right. Like, I'm just saying.
Is Granny spry?
Thank you.
Are you spry, Granny? All my grandparents are dead. Rest in peace.
I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. But spry Granny and that
they were all pretty old.
And Bad Santa, she'd be fucking scanned by that, no doubt.
Oh my God, watching that banana commercial or whatever it is.
I
fucking love Bad Santa. She's just, I'll make you some sandwiches.
And that's Loris. What's her name? What's the actress's name? Oh God, Cloris Fleischman.
Oh, I think you're talking about Lindsey Graham, Lauren Graham.
Well, Lindsey Graham's the gay senator who actually.
No, okay. Laura Graham. Lauren Graham is the one that plays the girlfriend of Bad Santa. She's a Gilmore Girl. She's the Gilmore Girls chick.
Yeah. Yep.
She's always had a thing for Santa Clauses. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. I wish I had a Bad Santa clip up in here. I don't think I do, guys.
Cloris Leachman. Sorry, Cloris Leachman. I knew her name. It's Cloris Leachman. Yeah, dude, that's so fucking epic that she played. So good at that.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
All right, I'm going to hit you guys with the intro. We'll be back later in 30 seconds. Also, coming up, we do have our top 5 guilty pleasure movies, Ray. Excited to talk about that. I want to hear your guys in the list. These are, I guess it's a weird topic. It's mostly like movies that people think suck that we love, that we like think are better than they are. And think of like a band, like if you liked Backstreet Boys or something, or like that's your guilty pleasure. Music, this is guilty pleasure.
How much money they made, all right? They are not in.
Well, I know. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Nothing like taking a little shot at Tiger Woods. Did you see the footage of it, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
Two funny things I have to take away from that is obviously having the 2 pills in his pocket is just silly, like without even in a baggie, weird. Obviously, he's popping them like they're fucking M&Ms. He also mentioned, one of the cops was like, "Are you playing in the Masters this year?" And he's like, "If you guys let me, if you guys pretty much get me off on this," which is kind of like a
So
bribe.
epic.
And then
Dude, that's so epic.
the other
That's
funny,
so epic.
and then he
That's epic. Way to
flexed
say.
by saying I just got off the phone with the president. He flexed by saying he was just talking to Trump, like, and because they're tight, you know, like Tiger and Trump are
Oh, I
tight.
know.
But
Yeah, well,
like
how
those are
could-
two
yeah,
things.
of
Like that's the next level of that is just saying like, do you know who I am? I'm Tiger Woods. Like that's the next level thing. And I will say in his defense though, if he wasn't Tiger Woods and he wasn't, you know, known to have this pill addiction, if it was me and you, we might not have got a DUI, honestly, because he didn't seem very fucked up. Now he did have the pills on him. That's probably the reason, but I'm just saying, like, it didn't seem DUI worthy.
Dude, he rolled his car,
Did it
bro.
to you?
He rolled his car.
Well, yeah, but people do dumb shit all the time, texting and stuff like that, you know?
Rob, I get that, man, but like he rolled his car and there was no accident. Like,
Oh yeah. he ran into a trailer.
yeah, like that just yeah, and plus him having bloodshot eyes and then him not doing, you know, like refusing to do, you know, anything, which I mean he was smart to do, but dude. So ESPN 1000 I listen to all the time. On Saturday, they have a morning 9 to 10 golf show. Last weekend they were saying, like, I think I brought this up last time, but it's just crazy. Like, if Tiger never got a divorce from his wife, would any of this happen? Like his career downsloping, any of
That
this
was
shit?
the start of the downfall. And you know, the injuries, obviously, I think the major injury that he's never came back. The back injury is one thing, but the ankle, like
Oh,
that was a
of course,
major
though, man.
injury. And like just either learn how to drive, literally learn how to drive, or just have a driver. It's very simple. I want a driver. Ray, you want to be my driver? I can't pay you, but I can entertain you.
But here's the thing, like you and I mean, I don't know if you like driving. I like driving, but like, dude, if I'm Tiger Woods rich, unless I'm stone cold sober, even on pills, drinking, smoking, whatever, I'm having somebody drive me. There's no reason. It's just crazy.
Let me ask you this, Ray. How long is your drive to work?
35 to 40 minutes.
Okay. If you had the choice to drive yourself at 7 a.m. or have a limo pick you up, the same cost to you, what are you choosing?
Option B, limo picking me up.
Dude, you could eat food. You could eat food comfortably. You could watch a TV show. You could jerk off. You could take a nap.
Yeah.
You could do any number of things.
No, literally eat
And
breakfast on the way there, get some
Yeah,
work done. Like you said, dude, get yourself like psyched for the day instead of like
You could
driving,
watch
having to pay
Malcolm in the
attention more.
Middle. Like, there's so many
Yes.
things I want to do opposed to driving. And I don't even like Malcolm in the Middle that much. I just would rather watch Malcolm in the
I
Middle
love
than
it.
drive through
Thank you
traffic.
for saying that because I love it. I know you know that.
Bryan
but-
Cranston. It's fine. Who is the little dude? Frankie Muniz?
Yeah. So the reboot is coming out on the 21st of this month. So it'll be on Hulu. I'll send you my sign in if you don't have it, just so you can, if you're interested in watching it. It's a 4 episode like reboot, but
That sounds awful.
What's happening here?
that French animal bit my ear off.
Well, that's an absurd exaggeration. My apologies, Bidwell.
He look in our tent. He look at my woman. He saw her breast.
Her breast? You saw her breast?
I've said it before and I said it again. Any man who look on her will die.
Yeah, I'm Gene Levy in that, as you fucking said that. Like, I'm just, but
I
like,
love Eugene Levy.
no, but here's the thing. Like, I get what you're saying, but again, it's of course it's what it is that it's jumped into the future, and Malcolm has not talked to the family like at all. Basically, like he has his own family and has shuttered them from his family, and the family finds out, and it's like this, you know, like they're like he's been like acting like we're not real, like what the hell, like so. I mean, again, for me, I'm a huge Malcolm fan because, dude, that came out in 2000. I was 9 years old when it happened. So it's like, that was a perfect show for me. Like, I was probably Malcolm's age. Or no, I was Dewey's age, technically speaking, in that show.
Yeah.
Growing up, loving it.
Yeah, I would have been Malcolm's age. You know what that reminds me of though? Like an episode I haven't seen much of Sonny is the Bryan Cranston Breaking Bad episode where
Yeah.
Charlie, they all think that that Bryan Cranston, they don't know about Breaking Bad, and they just figure he's the Malcolm,
tequila.
he's the Malcolm guy, and
Yeah.
they think that what's the other actor's name in
Aaron
Breaking Bad?
Aaron Paul.
I think Aaron Paul. Yeah, I think Aaron Paul is Malcolm.
Yeah, right.
The whole time they're just like confused, even though it's
Because
not Malcolm in the middle. It's Breaking Bad.
That was ingenious for Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul to like let them do that. Just that was just a free, like I'm sure they even paid them like a paid advertisement for their tequila.
Yeah, and then Charlie tries making his drink with all the nickels in it. Fucking drinks all the nickels.
I was watching the one who's drinking paint.
Ooh, I do have the team. We got to go through this. Before I go through the team, I want to shout out Mouth in Downtown Sports, gentlemen.
What up, Mouth?
We're going to show he has probably drafted the best underdog team I've ever seen. But before we do that, I want to first of all show Helen Hunt. Hello, Helen. How you doing? You're looking great today, Helen. But Downtown Sports, guys, 23 platforms. Apple Podcast, Spotify, among others. And now they are on YouTube, boys. Where Sports Comes Home. Mouth and Beast do a great job every Tuesday. Only one show a week. Easy to consume. 2 hours long. They do the highlight reel on YouTube. So give them a listen. Just search Downtown Sports. If you're in the Discord, we will send it out when it gets out. Give them a like. Give them a sub. And check them out. A little more real-life NFL and football talk and sports talk than this show. This is more fantasy-driven and more dick talk. They do more actual sports talk. But that's Downtown Sports Show.
And Uncle Ian
Ian. Interested in supporting, Ian Eagle. If you're interested in supporting this show and joining the community here, shout out to the Patreon members. First off, you guys are amazing. You guys really keep the lights on here and keep me going. I've been doing I did 25 shows in March, guys. We pretty much made it official. I think we did more content than any other channel football wise in March in the world because we did like 20. I want to say it was 25 shows. So we probably did like 75 hours in March on football, mostly football. But besides just supporting me, access to the Discord community, it's the place to be. Community fantasy leagues. We're going to do 5 or 6 redraft leagues in August. Hop in now, reserve your spot, play against us, against all of the co-hosts, me and Big Ray, Nick O, Storey, the Chaz, Tom TD, Mouth, play against Mouth, talk shit about us in the Discord to us and test your ball knowledge. Also, guest appearances on the podcast. We had Dakota on last Saturday. We did an NBA top 25. Mouse on all the fucking time. We love having our fans come on the show and talk sports with us. And free merchandise giveaways. We have t-shirts. Ray, you're wearing the shirt, right? You got the shirt. You got the hat. We got all that. I'm wearing a Greg Olsen jersey. And lastly, access to our bets. It's our channel's bets because Mike Storey is doing college football now for us. So you're gonna have college football bets. These are all NFL player props. 96 and 58 last year, all even odds bets. Every single year we win. So we bend over Vegas. That's our motto. Our motto on the channel is I always forget this. It's such a good motto. It's professional fanatics. Turning fantasy into currency. That's it. Turning fantasy into currency, making fantasy into currency. I got to trademark that. And
I could have swore it was the place. What's it called?
I think it's
on the tip of my
place.
dick.
It's the place to be. God damn it! It keeps on moving on this thing. Where is it at?
Well, yeah.
There's so many clips on here, dude. It's fucking hard to
get ready, everybody. It's a perfect get ready.
I add a couple of videos and it changes it from like the left column to the right column.
I know.
And I'll get it later. Anyways, it's the place to be.
Right.
Professionalfanatics.com. Link in the description to join it. Also, here's Tiger Woods and Mr. Puffy Tiger. So we want to go through this team, this mouse team, and then after that, we're gonna get to our list.
I'm saying when you're
we're gonna get to our pleasure movies after this. Here's this team, this underdog team. This is half PPR, guys. This is the greatest team of all time. For you guys, it is kind of hard to see. Let me get this. It's blocking. It's blocking.
Okay, so this is your upcoming team. What the fuck?
This is just underdog,
in a
but
good way. And I'm saying in a good
we got
way.
Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Jordan Love at quarterback. Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, Tank Bigsby, and Kamani Vidal. So he has the kind of backup. So he has Saquon insurance. Zay Flowers, Devontae Adams, Michael Wilson, Khalil Shakir, Juwan Jennings, Keyshawn Boutte, Trey Tucker, Dontavian Wicks, and Kyle Williams. And the tight end room is the best. It's Tucker Kraft, Sam Laporta, and Chika Okonkwo, who is the second option as of right now on Washington. So the quarterbacks and tight ends are the greatest thing I've ever seen. Wide receivers are a little thin, but there's fucking 9 of them, so that's fine. And then Jonathan Taylor and
JT and Saquon. Come on, man. Chill out,
yeah.
Lee.
So the depth, the high-end wide receivers are weak, and the depth at running back's weak. That's the only weakness. But you're going to have your flex is going to be your tight end a lot of times, and your quarterback's going to literally score 28 points a week with those guys. Like you're never going to have a bad week at quarterback. So what a team! Well, this is an A+. I don't give a lot of A+ grades out. Maybe I have one I gave myself an A+, but I think this is better. This is high-end shit. And the stacking. They're stacked everywhere. Jordan Love is double stacked. Jaden Daniels is stacked. Josh Allen stacked.
Now, of course, everybody, Mouth when I say this, and Rob when I say this, and everybody else, we all know the facts that, no player is weak, year in and year out. But, Mouth, I'm going to tell you right now with this holy team that you have here, if, for the love of God, you got Michael Wilson and Devontae Adams living up to their production last year for Devontae Adams pre-injury and Michael Wilson's full year, and then just have Zay Flowers just balling out as what he does. I mean, now, of course, that's a lot to assume and ask, but I'm just saying that was a hell of a fucking team, my man. Especially because you got a lot of tradable pieces to make up for other positions that you're weak at.
$10 howler too. It wasn't really a small one. So yeah, I'd be very scared of this team if I was in this league. It's where fantasy becomes currency. I don't know why I have a hard time remembering that. I remember everything else. Third string running back on the Titans, all that kind of shit. But the slogan just eludes me. I'll get it. I'll get it the next time. I promise. It's such a good slogan that I can't remember it because it's so perfect. And I'm just like, there's no way it's that perfect. Where fantasy becomes currency. That's the slogan on this show, and it does. So, Ray, you ready for this list, man? Our list here. It's our top 5 guilty pleasure movies of all time. Do you want to kick it off? I'll kick it off. I'll kick it off while you take that big old bite. So, let me get my list up here on the old phone. My number 5, Unfaithful with Diane Lane and Richard Gere. This is kind of a weird one. Why you're like, why is this a guilty pleasure movie? Because it's not really well known. And I had the clip. I talked about this way back in the first year of the pod, 5 years ago. Just this will kind of explain it all.
When I was younger, I don't know why. Somehow we had a DVD of Unfaithful, and it's Richard Gere and her, but she's having an affair with this French dude. But the sex scenes with the French guy.
Yeah,
just in general, it's pretty raunchy.
Like he has an apartment.
It's very raunchy, and this is
it's very sexy.
This is for me as a preteen, whatever the fuck I was. I was in love with Diane Lane. She was my entire masturbation life for those years, and I loved her.
I'm just borrowing Unfaithful again, Ma.
Right. You're watching Unfaithful again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Let me just.
That is such a classic Rob Squared clip I've ever seen in my entire life. And the fact that you admitted that she was your major jacking off material. Dude, did you not watch wrestling? Yeah. What about Trish Stratus? Yeah, any of those?
But if you have not seen Unfaithful, there are some really, really passionate, steamy sex scenes, and I love Diane Lane. And I was 11. But the point is, this is the ultimate, the definition of guilty pleasure movies because it's guilty and I don't know why we had Unfaithful. Obviously, I didn't buy it. It's a rated R sex drama, right? And I don't know why we had it, so it might as well have been a porn for me.
Do you want me to,
dude?
Do you really want me to explain to you as to why they had it, or you just want me to just move it along and not ruin your?
Well, why did they have it? I don't care. Well, they were watching it. Well, they could. My parents were older, obviously of age. They could watch porn.
So that South Park episode where they, the boys try to get murder sex porn banned because moms were dying, and maybe.
Oh, it's the murder sex porn. I get it.
Just,
You know what? I'm just so happy that my parents or whoever had this. Why we had that in our collection? We didn't have that many DVDs. I watched that movie, and the thing is, it's such a good movie. I wouldn't just watch the 10 minutes of. I'd watch the whole fucking thing where Richard Gere kills the guy at the end. I don't want to spoil it. I just did. I love Unfaithful. I love Diane Lane. That's a definite guilty pleasure movie. Kind of cheating with the thing because it is a decent movie. What is your number 5, Ray?
I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna do this off the top of my head. I couldn't. That's my list of just. There's just too many because I think this is a very broad. I love this topic. I'm so happy we're doing it. It's just such a broad topic in my eye that so different levels of movies. I'm just going to go with the idea of movies that people don't really think are that great, but I love.
That's the idea.
So I'll just say number 5. I will go with Cabin in the Woods. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's terrible, but it's awesome.
Cabin in the Woods, when I first watched that movie, it was one of the most unique movies I ever watched in my entire life because there was literally, I think there was like 4 different genres within it. Comedy, horror, drama, thriller, action. Okay, that's 5. Like there was so many different things going on. Then that ending came on, and the ending is just one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Just the unleashing of hell, like whatever. I don't know. It was epic. There's so many things going on. Some, Chris. I like Chris Hemsworth because that's when he was Thor. He still is doing Thor, but whatever. Like that movie was there's so much shit going on in it. It was, and then God, help me out. The dad from
Richard Jenkins, baby. It's got Richard Jenkins. I love Richard Jenkins.
Yeah, he's so good in that
shit. In that, when right, dude. People get killed,
and the fact that there's like, hey, I think that there's an elite level of people running this world that none of us fucking know what's going on. That's basically like that movie is like, oh, everybody, okay, let's put bets on who. Like, dude, they're just playing God. You know what I mean? Like that movie was fucking crazy, dude. But it's that great.
Did that movie shape your mindset about not trusting the government? I think it did. Richard Jenkins did it.
No. All right. If you want to tell everybody that's what did it, go ahead.
All right. My number 4. This is a tag team because these are kind of similar. 2012 and Day After Tomorrow. These are bad movies, man. Day After Tomorrow specifically really bad. Jake Gyllenhaal is pretty young
in it. Call.
You have,
I forgot about that one. I love that movie.
2012 is even worse. It's got John Cusack, and it's just like the definition of a disaster movie. And it's just there's all the scenes are like the same. Like there's a limo scene where they're like going through an earthquake. There's a plane scene that like always escape like by an inch, like 10 different times. Each scene, it's so repetitive and so stupid. And I think San Andreas. I don't like San Andreas, but that's the same thing.
I never saw that because everybody said it was so bad, and it was just I know it's all the 3 movies we just talked about are all CGI'd, but it like you agree, right? CGI has progressively gotten worse as technology's gotten better because it looks faker. Like, dude, like Lord of the Rings was CGI'd. That is pretty realistic looking. You know what I mean? Like, I understand a lot of it isn't great, but you know what I'm getting at. It's just CGI's gotten
2012 was overly,
so bad it's too overly realistic that it's just not real. And I was
quotes from Day After Tomorrow they're just so bad. It's like literally like it's the day after tomorrow, and like there's a South Park episode where they're like, kind of swooping.
That's the best.
Usually,
Randy draws a penis.
Yeah. Usually, like they take it over the top and change some of the lines. They just use every line from this movie because how fucking crazy it is, and it's such a bad movie. But I've watched both these movies way too many times to count, 10 times each. I have no idea why, and it's just if it's on Netflix or on whatever, I'm just like, oh, I'll go to sleep to this, and I end up staying up the whole fucking time till 4 a.m. watching fucking Day After Tomorrow. Wild stuff.
So it's funny that you say that because first off, you and I both we're huge Jake Gyllenhaal fans. Like, I know that he was younger in that. I'm a big Dennis Quaid fan. So having that combination of the dad, like, going to save his son, like, and also, I can't remember I do not know, admittedly, I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who played Bilbo Baggins in the original, like, the old Bilbo Baggins, he was the scientist that was talking to Dennis Quaid.
Oh, yeah, in Antarctica. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like, we're gonna come save you. He's like, we're done. Like, I don't.
Yeah, he like pours the fucking liquor. Yeah, but you know what I love the trope of these movies that the best trope is that the dad's always like a deadbeat dad. Cusack's a deadbeat dad. 2012, like he's divorced. He's a writer, and he's always like late to picking up. The kids don't like him. In Day After Tomorrow, he's just like so obsessed with his science that like he doesn't even like take any part in his kid's life. And it's just like it's just so cliche in all these disaster movies. The dad is just like he ends up being the hero, but he's like a loser dad.
one thing I'll leave it with this. It's very funny to me that all three of these movies you just talked about, that we just talked about, were all around the same time. That was the real beginning of the world elites pushing global warming and bullshit like that. Or I'm sorry, climate change now, because global warming was what you and I grew up with. I apologize. The terminology changed. Climate change was, I'm just saying, like,
yes,
they were saying, oh, this is going to happen. And well, here we are fucking 15 years later, and the world hasn't fucking turned into an ice cube.
Jay says Joe Dirt was stupidly funny. See, I think Joe Dirt's actually a masterpiece. So like, it's too good. We all love Joe Dirt. I just think I know it's terrible and it's like really dumb, but I think it's too good for this list. You know, it's not a guilty pleasure for me. It's just a pleasure.
It's too big of a cult classic, in my opinion, too. And two, you know what really makes me sad about that is that, like, apparently David Spade had like that movie in his head and had a whole part for Chris Farley. Could you imagine how amazingly epic that movie would have been with him in that? I mean,
the Chris Farley,
a buddy. How about a Joe Dirt version of Almost Heroes? How about that?
Yeah, there's two that really get me for like Gone Before Their Time. I know a lot of people say River Phoenix, who would have been an all-time actor.
That is true,
but that was also a time, you know, where it was so early in the 90s. Like, we got so many awesome actors after that it wouldn't have been that big of a loss in my mind. Chris Farley would be just based on likability and what his career could have became if he got clean. And it's also just the best cameo ever. Like, Chris Farley cameo, Wayne's World, you name it. Billy Madison.
Saigon Horror.
Saigon Horror. Yeah.
Dirty Works.
I actually have that
real quick, dude, have you
right
seen
here. Here it is.
I've seen so many dead hookers in all my life.
Lord knows I have.
I can remember a time.
Hey, look. There's Mitch on TV.
Oh, yeah. There's Mitch.
And there's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off!
The other one, though, Ray, that
good,
was
dude.
the biggest loss for me. Second biggest loss was Heath Ledger. And this was the same. It's the same Phoenix conversation, but when he died, it was 2003, 2004. We've lost that.
Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger, yeah.
No, dude, no, Joker. Dude, that was 07 or 08.
Okay, 07. Okay, 07. But like after 07, like think of like all the parts that Heath Ledger's awesome at. We had no actors for those. We also had no movies being made like that. Heath Ledger was a guy that would go out and like do a movie for kind of how Gyllenhaal does that thing now, right? With the Nightcrawler. He would just only do those movies. And there's so many awesome parts for him. He would have been such a great like late 40s, early 50s actor because he was so versatile. And he could have played comedies. I mean, that for me, Heath Ledger is such a big loss. But Chris Farley is my favorite. So it's like I want Chris Farley popping up in everything, you know, like come back at SNL. And it just sucks that he was 33 years old, Ray. We're both older than Chris Farley was when he died, you know.
That's insane. So two things I'll leave with Chris Farley. First off, have you seen the Pepper Boy SNL skit?
Yeah, we talked about that. It's so great.
The Pepper, thank you, Pepper Boy. Like just
two
so
lines.
good.
It wasn't even his skit. It was not even his skit.
And that's the thing. Like, I love everything with Adam Sandler and Chris Farley because Chris Farley made it his mission to be so convincingly funny without breaking on set to make Adam Sandler break and laugh. You know what I mean? Like, so good. And then also, the fact that they did Shrek with Chris Farley, like, I think it was like upwards of 90% of the movie was done with him, and he died. And Mike Myers, you know, they came to Mike Myers, and he was willing to do it because he was such good friends with him. But everybody, if you didn't know this, go on YouTube and just look up what I just said. Chris Farley's Shrek. The audio is on there for a lot of the movies. So
yeah, with like the sketches, like it shows the sketches.
A lot of the same lines.
It's like 10 minutes. It's solid 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
It would have been much more of a drama. It would have been, it's still been a comedy, but like his take on it was much more.
No, he was way
more pain in it because he was Shrek. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't as goofy. All right, what's your number 4?
So I will just go with a generalization of the American Pie movies, but all of them, just in general. Because honestly, I know there's different levels of how good each one of them are, but there's 4 of them out right now, and I think they may come out with a 5th to end of the series. But and I just really enjoy them. There's because Rob, I mean, especially with you and me, they're a little bit older than us, but in a way, yeah, I mean, of course, those first couple of movies we were younger, but as we grow up, like the wedding movie was like in their late 20s into 30s, and then Reunion was like late 30s into their 40s, and just sort of growing up with them and like in the way that because everybody watching us, there are younger people watching us who didn't have didn't grow up in the 90s and have that whole experience in that movie. Like in those movies, when you see the parties, nobody's watching on their phone. Everybody's just in the moment, just having fun, living life. That's the way life was before.
I need to get this for my Instagram.
Correct, dude. And that's honestly like social media and cell phones and all that shit completely has ruined society and social interactions and everything, because it's just so much faker and just not as genuine. Those movies, and I don't know. It's a nostalgic thing, but at the same time, they're not that great, obviously. But everything about it is so fun, and just every time it's on, I'll watch them, any of them. And it doesn't matter which one it is at this point.
Yeah, the first one's definitely like an all-time classic. The other ones are worse, but I always think the other ones are more enjoyable. Like they take the insanity up a bit. You know what I mean?
Dude, and the Reunion with
White Chicks and Zoolander.
Zoolander's a good call. They're both good, dude. Those are both good calls. Zoolander is so goddamn dumb, and I fucking love it. And White Chicks could never ever be made.
Yeah,
right
Zoolander one of the dumbest movies ever made. I haven't seen it, so I haven't seen it. So
White Chicks is the Wayans brothers.
That definitely would
the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
So I'm saying that movie would never be able to be made now. Dude, it is funny because Rob, like, they try to, I think they talk like this. And like when guys like get real grabby and shit, all of a sudden, you motherfucker, get the fuck out! Like their like girl voices come out.
They're doing a great white face.
Look at this. This is Laurence Olivier in Othello, and this is James Earl Jones. Now look at how close they look.
Look at that! James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
James Earl Jones has a black face. He's a black man.
He's not black.
Of course he's black.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was black? See, okay, there we go.
Darth Vader was not black. They took the mask off. He was white.
Dude, I genuinely believe that Dan DeVito playing Frank Reynolds is one of the greatest acting performances just ever, because he is so liberal. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to be political on this. Him being very liberal and playing such an asshole conservative man. Same with Rainn Wilson playing Dwight in The Office, and same with Ron. The guy in Parks and Rec. Nick Offerman playing Ron. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Is Frank Reynolds is Frank Reynolds the most conservative man in the history of the world? Like going through that show, just everything he says, everything he does. Dude, I think he is. Your point that he's a total liberal, like
that just proved
it's fucking great.
That
all-time legends.
That clip proves it. He's literally talking about. He's like, Darth Vader ain't black. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, he took the mask off. He's white. It's like,
yeah. All right, my number 3 is a really, really, really. It's a piece of shit. It's The Happening. M. Night Shyamalan's 4th film, I want to say. It's with Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel. It's such a bad movie, but I want to leave it for you guys to judge. If you watch The Happening as a comedy, it's a great movie because it's so dumb. Like Mark Wahlberg talking to that plant and just like the trees at the tree. It's so terrible. And the crazy thing is the first 5 minutes of this movie is fucking awesome. Like all the deaths, it's fucking whack. It's a fucked up scene. And the rest of the movie, even the ending, how they're talking from like tunnel to tunnel, it's so bad. And it's so bad it's good. This is probably one of the, in terms of like as a good film, one of the worst M. Night Shyamalan's if you take away like The Lady in the Water. But it's one of my favorites in this movie. I will return to if it's on TV. I'm putting it on. I want to laugh and I fucking love it, man. And Mark Wahlberg is playing the dumb guy is so great.
Can you please just give the M. Night the quote? It's always sunny quote. M. Night Shyamalan twist. Just ruin the movie right now. please explain it because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to go off. I'm going to piggyback on what you're going to say. So just tell them what the.
Well, are you
whole
talking about the
twist
Bruce
is.
Willis hairpiece thing? Oh, the twist in this movie is that the plants and like the trees are fighting back against pollution, and they're killing us. Like they're releasing a toxin in the air.
Yes,
and it's killing us. Like I thought you were talking about the quote when he's like, Charlie's like, yeah, at the end of the movie, you find out that that's Bruce Willis in that hairpiece the whole time.
That is epic. But thank you. No, but for the happenings since we were talking about that. No. So first off, I wasted my money in high school going to watch this movie because the trailer looked great. Like Rob said, if you watch this movie as a comedy, it's a great comedy. If you're going into it thinking it's a horror movie or at least a thriller horror, which is what they described it as, I was absolutely horrified with myself watching this movie, wasting my money. That's what I'm saying, Rob. This is a good call for yourself because I could never really ever watch this movie ever again after I watched it in theaters because I wasted $15 and then all I saw was trees releasing pheromones into the air, people absorbing, sniffing them in, and a guy, hey, Rob, I'm riding my mower.
Well, you don't see the pheromones. All you see is the wind blowing. It's just literally a whole movie of wind blowing and Mark Wahlberg like being like, what? I'm a scientist. Like Mark Wahlberg playing a dumbass, which is not like I love Mark Wahlberg.
No, that's even better.
You know what he is? He's essentially playing his character in Ted. Like he's playing it that way, like a stoner, even though he's a fucking teacher, a science teacher. It's fucking hilarious. And Zooey Deschanel, love her to death, awful actress. Actress. Like in terms of being a drama, she's fine in like some of the comedy movies. What's the one with Paul Rudd, My Idiot Brother? Like she's really good in those roles. But if she's trying to play a dramatic performance, it is not Meryl Streep, guys. It is bad.
Well, especially
but it's awesome because it's funny.
Right. Well, especially with Mark Wahlberg, dude. I think he's the greatest. And when I say this may mean absolutely nothing to anybody, but he is probably the best actor of just memorizing things to just, like, have you seen Deepwater Horizon? I have not. I want to watch that. I hear it's pretty good. You should. It's amazing. So my point is though, like, I think in Ted, he starts naming like, this, that. Like he's very good at like memorizing lists and just rambling them off.
Dakota, shout out. Thank you, Dakota. For me, Trojan Wars and Can't Hardly Wait. Give me early era Jennifer Love Hewitt. Jennifer Love Huge Tits is what we call her on this program. I'll even watch the LFO music video Girl on TV. I have not seen Trojan Wars. Can't hardly either. I will go to my grave saying that I think Can't Hardly Wait's better than American Pie. It's a great film. The cast is insane. There's the
fact is I've never heard of this is crazy. So let me look.
It's 99, so it's 90. It's before American Pie. It's 98. So American Pie is 99.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
It's the original. It's all one party. Seth Green's great.
Jamie Presley, Jason Segel. Yeah, Peter Ferenzi.
Jason Segel's in one scene, and he's
Chris Owen, who is the Shermanator.
Dude, do you want to? He plays the same character. No, he's Klepto Boy in that. He just steals shit. He doesn't have a line. Isn't his character's name Klepto Boy?
Klepto Kid.
I know a weird amount.
That's a great. Hey, that's very good. That's a very good call though. That was very close.
There's a scene.
There's a lot
they
of
actually cut this. You want to hear something crazy, Ray, about that movie? There's a scene. Jason Segel's in one scene of this movie. He's outside, and like Jennifer Love Hewitt's looking for the main character, like that wrote her a letter. Like he's loved her his entire career in high school, his entire high school life. And he's got this like cantaloupe, or it's some fruit, right? And they're smoking weed, and he's like carving it out like to fuck it. And they cut the scene
smoke
from the
out of
movie.
it to fuck it.
No.
We took an apple and smoked out of it back in the day.
Yeah, so that's what you think it is, but because they cut the other scene, there was a scene after because this was going to be NC-17 or it was going to be R. They wanted to make it PG-13. But so American Pie, obviously, Jason Biggs fucks the pie, becomes iconic, right? And Can't Hardly Wait. There's a deleted scene where Jason Segel's fucking this fruit, and like, how pissed are they that like that's one of the reasons American Pie became so big? Is because it's iconic. It's
wow,
like,
that is unreal.
A year earlier. Fucking Jason Segel actually fucks a grapefruit or a cantaloupe. I don't know what fruit it is. Someone fact check that for me if you can in the chat.
But real quick, if you were to say what's more iconic in the American Pie movie? Is Elizabeth Shannon getting naked, or him fucking the pie?
The pie is what people talked about the most.
Well, why do people really want to watch
I
it
think
back
the
then?
answer is Stifler. I think the answer is Stifler. Yeah, it's her naked and Stifler. Stifler's iconic, right?
Well, yeah.
Obviously, we're big
Stifler's the
road
reason I
trip
watch
fans,
those
so-
movies. I fucking love Stifler. He's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. Like,
And we both agree, though, that Sean William Scott's actually funnier in Road Trip than he is in American Pie. I think
yeah. I mean, the fact that he fucking raised a fucking blind person, like, yeah, next level.
I also want to shout out
And that's
to
a-
Erica, my
that's a
wife.
one.
Now Jennifer Love, huge tits. At least from what I've read and heard from Bill Simmons and other people, women do not like her because she's just that bimbo, right? She's not a great actress, and she's not like women don't like a lot of women. Let's be honest. Like, there's not a lot of women that other women like, but my wife loves Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't know why. She loves her. And so shout out Erica. And she's awful in this movie, though.
Shout out Erica. She's a great woman.
So bad. She's bad in everything, but Hewitt's so bad in this movie. But it's a great movie. Ray, you need to watch it. I just watched it for the first time like 6 months ago, and I've watched it 3 times since because it's fucking epic, dude. It's all one night. It's essentially all one night at a party. And big fan. Nice shout out by Dakota, because I don't know Trojan Wars. What is that? Let me know what that is.
Trojan Wars.
Jay says Super Troopers. I think
Yeah.
Super Troopers is too popular again.
It's too much of
right?
a cult classic for sure. That's why I would have had that on there, Bandit, but it's just I'm with Rob. It's that is what put them on the map. That's why they're here.
You know why though? We love like Jennifer Love Hewitt isn't she's pretty as hell, but like she also is so innocent and dumb.
What was
right?
the movie?
And she's like got the huge
that
tits.
Dakota said before.
Trojan Wars.
Trojan War.
Jennifer Love Hewitt just got that
Trojan War.
blank stare, you know. It's like she just like looks stupid, and like something about that's appealing. It seems like she's easy, even though she's kind of genuine in these movies. Who's that? Jessica Alba?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so he just loves Jennifer. We're learning more things about Dakota. He hates LeBron James. He loves Deshaun Watson starting this year.
Danny Masters in there.
He
Lee
loves Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Majors.
Oh,
Anthony Michael
so I guess
Hall.
Danny Masterson probably slipped her something in the
Well,
in the
he's
scene.
the 9th person down, so I'm sure he was probably a nobody in that movie. But Will Freddy is Marilyn or Marley Shelton. I don't know. AKA
Ray, do you have number 3? You're on to your number 3.
Yeah. So
I owe a chug for that, by the way. The timer did run out. I do owe a chug. That was the 5th super. Thank you, Dakota. This is for you.
So real quick, would you say Remember the Titans would be a type of movie like this, or is that too much of a
too good?
Because I know there's a lot of people who hate that
known.
movie.
People love it.
Okay, that's fine. That's why I have a huge thing.
Again, this is my opinion, but
no, I'm with you on that. I will say, how about John Q? I love John Q. Denzel Washington.
Ooh, that's Denzel, right? Yeah. Okay.
With him,
I saw it years ago, so I can't really comment on it.
So, long story short, like if you remember the premise, like his son has a heart condition. The whole movie is basically exposing the American health, system, the healthcare system, and insurance bullshit. And basically, like his son can't get the heart transplant. He fucking takes over the hospital, says he'll give him his own heart, and blah blah blah. It's a great movie, though. I mean, I like it. From what I've read for reviews, and it's not as people do not like it as much as I like it. But it's one of those movies like when it's on, I'm watching it, man. Like I don't know.
You say it's like a bad movie, but it's got Denzel, who's awesome in it. So you get both.
And that's the thing,
worlds,
dude.
right?
Like, well, dude, it has Robert Duvall. It has Ray Liotta. It has Denzel Washington. It has, Woods. What's his name? James Woods. Like, those are fucking 4 great actors.
I love
dude.
James Woods.
And then who was
Woods.
the blonde that was married to the Ellen DeGeneres that died? What's her name? Either way, but more important, those guys like great fucking. I don't know. Again,
Was it her? Was it this chick right here on the screen? Was it her?
Anne Hatchie.
She's a blonde.
Anne Hatchie.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Sounds made up. All right, I'm gonna move on to my number 2 here. Another double feature here for me that are similar. Disturbia and The Stepfather, the remake of The Stepfather. Those are they're terrible movies. I don't know why I've seen Disturbia so many times, And I'll tell you why this is a guilty pleasure for me, because they've been on YouTube free for a while. And like, I have a cable box that is like a jailbreak. I have everything ever, but sometimes it's a lot to search for things. So I'll just, if a movie pops on YouTube, I see it for free, I'll watch it. And same with Netflix. And like, I've watched Disturbia way too many times to count. And like, it's fine. It's got early Shia LaBeouf. But here's how I know it's a guilty pleasure movie. It's like whenever I'm like watching it and my wife like walks in the room, I change it so she doesn't see I'm watching Disturbia. So that just tells me it's a guilty pleasure because I'm embarrassed I'm watching Disturbia, because she'd be like, you're watching Disturbia again? Don't you know this movie? It's not even very good. And also with all the stuff with Shia LaBeouf recently, like it just does not age well at all. And the stepfather does have Amber Heard, young Amber Heard, which is pretty cool, playing the girlfriend. And yeah, it's kind of a similar type movie. It's a remake. It's really bad. And also, if it's one of those movies where you should just see it once, and you don't need to watch it again. Like, not a lot happens. You know the ending, whatever. But I don't know. I've seen both these movies like definitely over 5 or 6 times.
But I feel like Disturbia is more of a remake of Naked Window, or the
Rear Window. Yeah.
Rear Window. Yeah. Like, yeah. Okay. That's what it's basically like, a modern day version of that, right?
Oh, there we go. Jay has Nacho Libre and National Security. Boom, boom, boom. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
No. Nacho Libre is a huge cult classic. That is all the National Security. That's a good call. But
Nacho Libre is pretty fucking dumb, bro.
It is.
Hey, Jake agrees. See, thank you, Jake. Disturbia is low key kind of good. I mean, obviously, but the reason I have it on my list, like I said, I always change it when my wife walks in the room because I'm embarrassed.
Hey,
because like, why am I? It's like a teen. It's like a teen, like PG-13.
I'm a Shia LaBeouf fan,
movie.
man. I love Shia LaBeouf. I know he's had some questions.
Hey, you know what else? Holes. I think I don't know what grade I was, but my teacher read it to us in like 3rd grade. Holes. Mm-hmm. And not the porn. There's also a porn called Holes. It's pretty awesome. Check it out.
No,
it's awesome. Yeah,
not surprising, clearly, but didn't realize that.
It's but yeah, Holes, the movie, I am a big fan of, and shout out Rick Fox for an awesome cameo there. He's Sweet Feet in that one. But another bad movie, and I enjoy it.
Have you ever seen the movie Fury? The World War II tank movie with Brad Pitt.
That's got Brad Pitt. Ooh, I have not. It's one of the few Brads I have not seen.
So you really need to watch it. The reviews are, it's very up. Some people say it's too campy and blah, 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 whatever. My point is, Shia LaBeouf is so good in that movie because it's a tank. It's basically a World War II movie, and it's about a one tank team. As Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, John Bernthal. Who's the guy that's opposite Jake Gyllenhaal in End of Watch? The Mexican guy.
Jose Ramirez.
Yes,
Jose Gutierrez.
Yes. Yeah, I know you're probably making that up because I know it's not his name.
Hello, doctor. Looks like I need an abortion.
An abortion?
Yeah, I've got one growing inside me. Now, you're gonna scramble its brains or just vacuum it out? If you want, you can just scramble it and I'll queef it out myself.
Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body. A woman has a right to choose.
Because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either. You had a sex change, Mr. Garrison, but you don't have ovaries or a womb. You don't produce eggs.
You mean I'll never know what it feels like to have a baby growing inside me and then scramble its brains and vacuum it out?
That's right.
Would you say the best clip of that is the best part of it is the very end? You mean I can't have a baby and scramble his brains inside of me? Michael Pineda.
You know what I just realized though is that you know how he says originally Mr. Garrison, and he's like Mrs. Garrison, and he's like, okay, Mrs. Garrison, but then he says it again later and he says Mr. Garrison again. Like, that's just a nice little subtle touch of just like, no. You're a dude and you're trying to have an abortion here. Like, what? I can't get periods. Like, I'm a woman.
Dude, I wish they would have done those episodes now because like that was ahead of the time. This is now a topic level, like fucking like people being out of their goddamn gourds.
Fucking the strong woman competition one, right? With Macho Man.
Yeah.
With,
I am Macho Man, strong woman.
Yeah, that was before the whole, like, that was kind of, it was right when it started. It was before the whole scandal of, like, trans people competing against like women, like men competing against women as women, but they're men. That was like before that whole thing started. It was so spot on. It's like The Simpsons, right? Like getting shit early. But the difference is they're going on like cutting edge, crazy shit no one wants to talk about. And they want to talk about it. You know what? I salute Trey Parker and Matt Stone for shaping my fucking demented brain in all the ways I think. So, you know what?
And also
we're
shout
product
out to
of Family Guy and South Park. I was 10 years old when I watched those shows, and it's really stuck with me. And, you know, that's.
And I was 2
probably
years,
why
I
I
was,
get
I was
dinner
3 years
parties.
younger than Rob watching those same shows. So, you know.
Yeah, we're
Hey, but
we're
shout out
messed up.
Matt
Have you
Groening
seen
for being on the Epstein files to know that, you know, the Simpsons, you know, they're just showing us what they're gonna do. And people are like, how do they
have
know
you
that?
seen When a Stranger Calls? I have
No.
not seen that.
I know what it is, but I have
Is that
not
the
seen
old? Is that the old one? Is that the old one? Like an original? That's like an old movie, right?
When,
With the
it.
that's with the phone call, and it's like, oh, okay.
No, so 79. 79 was the original in 06. So not sure which one, Jake, you're talking about, but probably assuming you're talking the 06 one, which had a whole bunch of nobodies. Tommy Flanagan, though, he's good.
Oh,
this
Euro
is
Trip,
a
man. Eurotrip's wacky. Doesn't he like fuck his sister in that movie?
Miss Scusi.
So do they make out? Do they make out because they're drinking the absinthe or whatever?
Yeah, I
Have
think
you
so.
seen that? I always go to the fact they fuck. They should have fucked. That would have been darker and more funny.
Well,
but,
no,
you know,
first of all, I've
what do I
seen
know?
Eurotrip multiple times. It's just
Yeah, don't
I
they
love
do
Fred-
something like they definitely
I love-
fucking hook up?
I love Fred Armisen's fucking character. Oh, Miss Scusi.
See, that's the Dakota says yes, kiss. That's the Family Guy in South Park, like seeping in my brain. I'm like, didn't he fuck his sister in that movie? Maybe that's what I wish happened. I'm not saying I want everyone to fuck their sister. This is kind of off the rails, but what I'm saying is it's more entertaining. It's like more like, oh my god, the sister passed away. That's you know what? She would have had one more experience in her life. All right, Ray, what is your number 2?
So I'm really, like I said, I had a huge list here, but pretty confident in these last two. I will go. I just have to determine what I'm going to have to have 1 and 2. I'll just go Gone 60 Seconds as my second one.
Ooh.
I love that movie. That car that he drives, Nicolas Cage at the end. That's my favorite car. Like if I could have a dream car, that would be Eleanor would be my dream car. Expect the same exact car. That charcoal gray. It's fucking beautiful. And on top of it has a lot of good actors. I believe that was the topper. Oh no, I'm sorry, the topper for my favorite, or for my love for Will Patton, because Will Patton had a run of guilty pleasure movies. More importantly, Rob, Armageddon, Gone 60 Seconds, and Remember the Titans.
Oof,
those 3 movies
run.
are like almost like 5-year run right there. Like, I mean, and just in general, Giovanni, I can't remember his last name, but
Ribisi.
Yes.
Fucking love Ribisi, bro. One of my favorite all-time actors. He's the medic in Saving Private Ryan.
Correct. Yes.
Fucking love Ribisi.
You don't know.
One of the most horrifying death scenes of all time.
Yes. Big time. Big time. Good
Mama.
Dude,
Mama.
Yeah. Fucked up, bro.
I could use a little bit more morphine. And then the look on the look on his face when he's like, "This is our last one," and just like he's like, "Just give it to him." He's so pissed because he's gonna die anyway. But you know what? He died on heroin. So,
but dude, you know what's crazy is that was an extremely realistic death scene because people scream like calling out for their mama when they're dying. Not saying it's a completely 100% normal thing, but a lot of men definitely start doing that. I guarantee you I would do the fucking same thing because my mom is my most important family member in my life.
Or Bubba in Forrest Gump, he just says he wants to go home. You know? I want to go home, Forrest. Like,
right.
That's along the same lines, right? You just want to go, just be safe and comforted, and you're going home, buddy. You're just not going to your actual house.
But yeah, well, the Gone 60 Seconds though too, dude. Just in general, like the whole premises of the movie, it was bringing the whole the old school, the new school, that was that was a perfect example of the side characters making that movie, in my opinion. Like Nicolas Cage and Angelina Lee, like they were great, for what they were doing in it.
That's a very hot Angelina right there.
Dude, fucking dirty blonde dreads. She was sexy as hell in that, man. And when they're talking about, so good, dude. So many good things about that. But again, but I know it's not like a great movie in general. You know what I mean? But it's fun to watch.
I think Nick Cage can fit in all of these lists because Nick Cage, as much as I love the guy, and again, my wife loves Nicolas Cage for some reason, he is a terrible actor. Like, he is so fucking bad. Like, if there's any kind of dramatic scene,
but I get
monologue, dude, it's bad for the level that Nick Cage reached.
Yeah.
He is like, he makes Mark Wahlberg look like
that's that's a better way to describe it. Because you just sitting here telling me he's a bad actor. I can't agree with that, but your exact words for him getting to the level he's gotten to, he is probably the worst actor for as famous as he is. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Great run though, Nick Cage run, Con Air, of course, but he had Snake Eyes was a thing. Like, that's a film. That movie it's fun. That could be actually Snake Eyes could be on this list. Have you
seen Lord of War?
No.
You should watch that. It's a great movie. It's about it's based on the guy that we traded the big black basketball WNBA player that's a man, whatever her fucking name is.
Oh yeah. Brittany Griner.
Yeah, her. We traded her for him. So we had this guy in our fucking custody, and we just traded him away. The Lord of War. That's his nickname. And gave him right back to Russia for this fucking dyke who hates America. Great. While a Marine.
You called her a man. Now she's a dyke. Tell us what she had.
Okay. They were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what? Damn it, Bonnie. Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
So what I'll say
Griner.
is that
It's Brett Griner. It's not Brittany. It changed her name to Brett.
What all I'll say is, Rob, is that after she came back, there is I will find it to you and I will send it to you. So if you want to make it a graphic to put on the fucking screen to show to people, the dude had no shirt on and there were no tits. It was really weird. Like he was shooting just like it was by a pool and he was just shooting a ball and like no shirt on, and it was just like. I have way
that Brittany Griner was born a man? Are you saying she was born a man? Because I don't know if that's the case. I think she's turning into a man, and she is a man now. Yes.
No,
I don't know if she transitioned, but
born a man.
Or she should be better at basketball. Her foot speed is questionable. Dakota, we're talking about Larry Bird having slow feet. Brittany Griner can't move her feet at all. If she was a dude, she probably made the right decision because she was not playing in the NBA.
No, that's a great call.
And her vertical is like 12 inches, dude.
By the way,
her dick is bigger than her vertical, right? Brittany Griner's dick's bigger than her vertical?
Big time. But
that chick is hogs, bro. She's hogging.
To counter what you're saying, that's the reason why completely shitty male athletes transition to become women, because they can't compete normally with the guys. So they decide, hey, I'm going to go dominate these women, a.k.a. fucking Mia Thompson or what the fuck that dude's name was. There's a swimmer that was like 6 foot plus, beating the shit out of all the swimmers.
The wingspan. It was Michael Phelps. It was essentially it was a bad version of Michael Phelps.
But he was like 200 plus ranked as a man. It was like, oh, now I'm a woman. Okay, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's a fucked up fucking world we're living in. And you're watching the show, which is just as fucked up. But at least we know who we are. Although maybe give it 4 years and we have a fucking wig on this show. Just kidding. Knockaround guys. Very solid. I don't know this one. Guilty pleasure band Paramore. Do you know what Paramore is?
You know Paramore?
Underground Seattle band is my guess.
No, it's Paramore was one of the best, if not the best, women-led rock bands of the 2000s. Misery was one of their
like an Evanescence or something.
So no, admittedly,
Is it like
Rob,
an
I will.
Evanescence
I
type?
don't know. Admittedly, I will give you Amy Lee. I believe is a better singer than her, but it's not by much. If that means something to you, if you're saying you don't know who Paramore is, I'm just letting you know. Like,
Oh.
no. So the biggest song their most famous song is called "Misery." Look that song up. You know, like I could play it for you right now, but I'm not going to do that just so you don't want me to. But you know, I would. But
We'll get
nonetheless,
copyrighted.
but she is very close to being as good as Amy Lee. So if you don't know who Paramore is, ask Erica. I guarantee she'll know who they are, and she'll show you.
She likes country, bro. I don't know if she's gonna know.
Well,
what
then
that
I'll
is.
show you.
It
Don't
says
you worry.
Battlefield Earth 2000. That is the John Travolta movie, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's the one where he is. Yeah.
Now that fits because that is like one of the lowest rated movies on IMDb, and like that was the downfall of John Travolta. I feel like it was also a really high budget, a big budget movie. It was just bad, but that definitely fits the criteria. I have not seen it, so maybe it's good.
No. That is a perfect fit of what we're talking about here. Basically, Rob, that's a different. When I say this, it's not really comparable, but I don't know. It is. I was gonna say a different movie. This movie. How about No, it's not. Because I was gonna say like Galaxy Quest or Mars Attacks. Well, those are comedies. That movie is not as much. So
you're gonna love this, Ray. Forrest Gump was a real one. As soon as he heard his mama was sick, he jumped off the boat. 100%, dude. What a loyal guy. And you know who wasn't loyal? Ray? You know where I'm going with this?
Jenny.
Hi, Forrest. I know you just got back from Vietnam and you love me, but I'm gonna go run a train with this group of Black Panthers I just met.
Okay, Jenny.
Hi, Forrest. I know you came all this way to New York to visit me, but I'm gonna go do blow and have sex with a bunch of stockbrokers.
Okay, Jenny.
Hi, Forrest. Now that I have the most contagious and incurable disease known to mankind, I'll finally have pity sex with you.
Okay, Jenny. And I'll mow the grass and raise the AIDS, baby.
All right, Jenny, and I'll raise the A's. Bye.
Jenny, such a whore. You know what? Burn in hell, Jenny.
One of the
Anyways,
greatest villains of all time.
Encino Man, another great one. Any Pauly Shore is criteria worthy for this conversation because they're awful. But you know what? Pauly Shore had a hell of a career. Also had a great cameo in Workaholics. That's the Dane Cook episode. Pauly Shore's in that one.
Hey,
Biodome. Con Air is a guilty pleasure movie for me. Biodome, yeah. Father-in-law, stepfather. What is it? Not stepfather. That's the one I had.
It's
son-in-law.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
that's a really bad one. Dude, the first time I mentioned that movie is fucking. Dude, what a crazy time to live. Pauly Shore became a huge star just by acting like he pretty much was acting like Forrest Gump, but he wasn't.
You know who really should thank him? Take one guess. A 90s guy as well. Late 90s, though. Comedy, crazy fucker.
Will Ferrell.
Tom Green.
Oh, 100%. Tom Green. I do love
Pauly
Tom
Shore.
Green. And you know what?
Pauly Shore wanted so Tom Green could run.
Yeah. Freddie Got Fingered. Another good
the
one.
The Tom Green show, all that shit, dude. It was so out of fucking bounds, dude. It was crazy. Me, myself, and
Irene might be too good. Right. I do love that movie.
Well, dude. That is a guilty pleasure movie to a point, but again, I'm a firm believer that that's a cult classic of Jim Carrey followers that it's not hated as much. Bandit, like that's sort of where we're trying to learn.
That's one of my favorite Jim Carreys because it was a later Jim Carrey. It's fucking raunchy, dude. Like that's rated R Jim Carrey, where all the other ones were like PG-13, like stupid like fart jokes. This was like
Hank. Pull up number 1 on Vagisil. Need Vagisil number because they got a extra cheese on a taco. Like, dude, next fucking level, dude. Like that movie.
Well,
that movie came out in
2000. It's pretty rough too.
I was saying when that movie came out in 2000. Again, I was 9 years old, and I saw that movie not in theaters when it came out on DVD or VHS, whatever. I saw that shit. I loved it to death because that was just so out of bounds.
Rumham? Where's
Rumham?
the Rumham?
I love. Oh, I'm sorry, Rumham. I'm sorry.
JD says, speaking of Brittany Griner, he's got to tape his hog to his leg when he played so it didn't flop around. That's, you know what? And this is for Dakota. He thinks LeBron's a flopper. Brittany Griner is the flopper for a different reason. And then
Great
Jake
call.
says, I met Brittany
Great
Griner.
call.
I met Brittany Griner. I met Griner and Taurasi a while back.
Oh,
Both were
both
more
men.
manly than me.
Yeah, I'd say both men. How about that?
I don't think Taurasi's a man. I think she's just an ugly Italian chick. She's ugly
But
in
hey,
Italian. Right?
Dinah was okay in college. When I say okay, like bangable. As she aged, woof. Woof. Buzz his girlfriend, woof.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. JD, I watched Biodome high as hell. Didn't laugh at all, to be honest.
Well, sounds like you're a Debbie
The
Downer.
beginning is like before they get in the Biodome. It's funnier than when they're actually in the dome. From my experience.
No. When they're in the dome,
I didn't think it was that funny either. I agree with JD. See, I don't think it was that funny. I like comedies.
They're two stoners just fucking with scientists. How's that not funny?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a Pauly Shore fan. Or
No,
Deuce Bigelow right here. This is Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah,
that's letter of
a
the law
perfect
right
call.
here for this list.
Yes. That is a much more perfect
All right,
call.
we Ray, you are on your number 2.
No, we're number one.
Go to your number 1.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Hey, I love Armageddon, and it got so much shit. Like, and because it is the most like factually inaccurate science movie of all time.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. The definition of a popcorn flick: funny, exciting. It's not too long. I think it is long. I would have been fine with Armageddon being 4 hours long. That's just my take. It should be Titanic. It should be Titanic.
And I will tell you, admittedly, now not to be like sappy here, but I have a hard soft spot for myself with that ending scene with him, Bruce Willis turning around on Brad Pitt, or not Brad Pitt, but Ben Affleck, because that was 98. My parents got divorced in like 97. So it was like, I wish I had a father figure like that, if that makes sense. So like in a fucked up way, that made it a little more meaningful to me. And it sort of has always stuck with me. And again, I understand. Trust me, everybody watching this. I understand that acting is corny as fuck. Okay? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is the greatest acting I've ever seen because it damn well isn't. I can tell you much more better than that. But none of the fact that's what I'm telling you is the why. Besides everything, like, dude, the side characters in that are so
Buscemi, he's got space dementia.
Dude, Duncan. You know,
also the dude from Fargo, the Russian dude that's in every movie. I always forget his name.
Yeah,
he's the fucking Russian astronaut.
Made in Taiwan. Yeah, you big cowboy American. I told you not to touch anything, and you have to touch everything. Dude, that guy's so fucking good. He was in. Also, I didn't mention this. It was an honorable mention for my guilty pleasure movies was Jurassic Park: Lost World. And he's the one who gets fucking murdered by the little choppy thingies.
The little things. I was gonna have Jurassic Park 3 because I actually think Lost World's a great film. 3 is a bad film.
I do, but
3 is bad. William H. Macy.
Hey, I only said Jurassic Park or say Lost World because the average, not even the average, but it's looked at as a bad movie. I do not think that at all. To your point, that's the original trilogy. That is the trilogy of Jurassic Park, and the third one still has, it's campy, but I do like it as well. I will watch that when it's on.
All right. My number 1, I didn't have this on my list, but I want to put Commando in there. And pretty much any Arnold, like early Arnold movies would make the cut for me because a lot of people don't like them. Running Man is in there as well. But I don't want to go down that road because I think they're actually great films. So for me, it's Starship Troopers, man. Starship Troopers is a definition of this. It's a terrible sci-fi movie that is also really funny. If you watch it as a comedy, it's better, but there's some pretty good action scenes. I love Starship Troopers, a movie I've seen 20 plus times. Me and Storey did it on our movie Deep Dives. Fucking love that movie. And the best part of the movie is the main character, Casper Van Dien. Rico is his name in the movie. It's the ultimate case of an actor like not knowing what movie he's in. Like he thinks this is like he thinks he's in The Godfather, and he's so serious. This is like a joke. You have Gary Busey's son in it, dude. It's such a wacky. It's a spoof. It's literally a spoof movie. And you have Casper Van Dien, who's like his one shot. He's playing it so fucking serious. He's playing it like as serious as Keanu Reeves plays, and Jay has Point Break. As serious as Keanu Reeves is playing in Point Break, that's how serious this motherfucker is playing in Starship Troopers. And I think the CGI holds up. It's one of those movies where it had a really big budget, like $60 million they spent on CGI. It's got one of the worst acting performances ever by Denise Richards, who is a god-awful actress. So bad. Charlie Sheen's cum just like seeped into her brain and just made her dumber, but super hot in that movie too. Just love it. I love that movie. Everything about it. One of my favorite movies of all time, and not a movie that gets it's usually laughed at and hated by critics and by fans. Not me, not Storey. We love that movie, so it's awesome. And Jay says Point Break. You know what's funny though is that literally Fast and the Furious copied Point Break like note for note and became one of the biggest franchises ever. It's literally the same movie, just instead of surfers, it's cars. It's the same fucking movie, like the dialogue, everything. But Patrick Swayze's in that movie, so like I think it's too good just because anything with Patrick Swayze is here for me. And either way, if it is, it's one of my favorite movies too, because that also has Gary Busey in it as his boss, the lead detective. Fucking
and also,
great movie,
who's
dude.
who's Patrick Swayze's right hand man?
About Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Keanu doing his ultimate Keanu experience, voice, right? Of just like, I am an FBI agent. Like, just
they said play your Bill. Hey, play your Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure character just as a cop. They kind of give you some like the rest of my list of just honorable mentions, if you will.
Yeah.
So the new guy with DJ Qualls.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Like stupid as hell. Fucking love that movie. That is an insequential early 2000s movie. Everything about that movie. The Girl Next Door, same shit. A little bit younger because but when I say younger, like he's supposed to be like 16, 17 compared to 18,
she's
whatever.
So fucking hot, dude.
Dude, she's epic in that. I mean, Dazed and Confused, I'm sure is probably not part of that.
Too good.
Yeah, too good.
Too legendary.
I put Accepted.
That's a great one. Yeah, early Jonah Hill.
I put Radio. I just think that
you never go full R word, man.
Well, he did, and he did damn good at it. Deep Blue Sea, of course. Come on, Chimonli. That's the meaning of it. And Mars Attacks.
Yeah. Great cast. That cast is insane.
That's honestly, everybody, if you really want to know what a good, like what we're talking about type movie, like guilty pleasure, when you have a movie that has a lot of good actors, like they're renowned, known actors, but the movie's not good, but it's fun, that's literally the meaning of what we're talking about in a way. Like Armageddon in my eyes. Like Armageddon had so many fucking name brand actors in it. But here we are, like that's what people think of that movie.
I'm going to read the cast real quick. We also have a football question from JD. We'll get to you in 30 seconds. Here's the actors. Jack Nicholson, Annette Bening, Jack Black, Danny DeVito, Glenn Close, Pierce Brosnan, Michael J. Fox, Sarah Jessica Parker, the horse, Natalie Portman, Martin Short, Jim Brown makes a cameo. Fucking Jim Brown's he's actually a pretty big part. He's like he's in Vegas. He's like one of the, is he a bouncer or something? He's got like a pharaoh costume on. That's a great cast, man. Like there's it goes 10 deep. Rance Howard is in there. That's Ron Howard.
That's Mars Attacks, right?
Dad, yeah. Let's get to this football question though from JD. Random football question now. What player do you guys think the Bears draft in round 1? Ray, do you have anyone that you've been looking at, that you've been reading about? I have a couple names, but I want to hear what you think.
Just go ahead. I mean,
ideally,
I know
this guy.
I know the guy from the DT from Clemson, and then I also know that safety from. I know. Just go ahead. Just go on.
Dylan Thieneman is who you're talking about, Oregon guy.
Yep.
He's going to go top 15,
Correct.
I think, just because his
that
film
was
and his
that was
metrics and
earlier
everything.
draft, like early draft.
That's like a Christmas wish list thing there, but you know, we could trade up to get him, but this isn't the exercise. For me, it's TJ Parker out of Clemson, edge rusher.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a guy that's gonna be there most likely. We need edge. We didn't land the Max Crosby trade. The Sweat thing has been a debacle, and it's got to be safety or edge rusher for me. Maybe corner. I think we can get corners later. It's a deep draft for corners, so those are my options. It's not a great.
I will tell you right now, just be prepared. The Bears might draft somebody that you don't expect. What I mean that Ryan Poles came out and said at the draft combine, we think we're set up to take the best player available.
Yeah.
I understand that's just I understand that's just hearsay, top front office bullshit, whatever. But they've been doing that with Ben Johnson. I know it's only one draft. Well, no, they didn't necessarily do that. But
a big problem, Ray, with this situation is a lot of things. I'm focused on fantasy stuff and like offensive side of the ball. Some of the tackles and some of the guards and stuff like that. Mostly just the guys are going to matter for gambling and the things we do on this channel. But from guys I respect, the big board in terms of like tiers of players, there's a lot of scouts, a lot of GMs have 18 first round grades. It's like between 16 and 20 first round grades.
Right.
And we have the 25th pick. So now there are teams who dumb shit all the time. Darius Hayward Bay, JJ McCarthy was a first round pick. So
Michael Penix.
Who knows? Like maybe one of those 18 guys falls to 25, and then that means we need, let's just say it's 20 first round grades. We need 5 kind of X factor picks to get that guy. And I don't think we have enough capital to trade up, and we shouldn't trade up. I think we should trade down because with what I said about the 18, 19 through 70 are all kind of interchangeable, especially at the wide receiver position. We want to go that route with a later pick. So like early second round to early third round is all kind of the same tier of players from what I've read, especially the defensive side of the ball. So that we're kind of in no man's land. So what I do like is we can let the draft come to us. It's like being at the end of a snake draft in a fantasy draft. And we have the ability to trade down. Yes, we're in a win now situation. We're in that unique position. It's like having a dynasty roster that's young but competitive. We could win the Super Bowl next year if everything goes well and make it happen. Or we could win the Super Bowl in 3 years with this roster. We have both on the table. We're not the Rams. Rams need an impact player now. We could take an impact player now. We could take a guy that's a project. We can take any position. It's a nice spot to be in. The Bears are in. It's super good. I'm very excited. I'm wearing a Bears jersey. You don't see me repping the Bears very often, guys.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Like I said, Ryan Poles has said that they're in position in their eyes to take best position available. So of course, when you just look at their needs, of course, edge rusher is number one. We need secondary help, safety more important. We don't have a second starting safety right now. We need a left tackle. I know we signed some guys, but in general, there's a lot of positions to be needed. But what you said, Rob, is right. They luckily had a lot of success last year. They are able to more easily identify their level of needs of their, on different situations of their football team. And I don't know. I'm just happy that we're at the position right now to be able to draft, because right now I think the Bears have 2 or 3 top 90 picks. So,
and we got a comment here from JD saying top 100 is a sweet spot. So like it does thin out after 18, but then it's got a lot of depth, and that's a lot of depth at almost every position. This is a good one that I want to comment on here. JD, Spielberg originally wanted Harrison Ford to star in Jurassic Park, but he turned it down to do a different movie. It was The Fugitive.
Correct.
I'm glad they didn't, because yes, Harrison Ford definitely better than Sam Neill on every metric, anything you could put out there. But this is a weird movie, like Jurassic Park, iconic, but the star of the movie is not the main character. The star of the movie is the dinosaurs, right? That's the star of the movie and the tense like nature of this movie. So I feel like Harrison Ford, this is a rare instance where Harrison Ford, I would take him over Sam Neill in 99 out of 100 roles, and not in this role. I like Sam Neill in this performance, and it would be too powerful, right? It'd be too much. The dinosaurs are the star. Dennis Nedry fucking everything up over a couple $1,000 with the Miracle Whip. That's the star, right? The kids are the stars. Laura Dern is the star. Like, there is no real star in the movie. It's just a nice cast. Everything is cast well. So I'm glad they didn't do Harrison Ford in this role. Do you agree?
But yeah, I do, but I'm more importantly, I just understand how Harrison Ford thinks. He's a very egotistic guy, rightfully so. I mean, honestly, rightfully so. I mean, he was a carpenter, then became Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Let's be real.
Could you believe if he got this though? Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and then Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was the highest grossing film. I think it was top 5 at the time. I think T2 was right there. I think it actually was the higher grossing than T2. It passed T2. And like, those are the three of the biggest movie franchises in the history of movie franchises. And you know what? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, we don't want the rich to get richer. Like, you're fine, Harrison Ford. Fuck all the hot bitches and have all your movie roles. I mean, I don't know if you heard the story. We talked about this in the Star Wars pod, that Harrison Ford was fucking Carrie Fisher the entire time. And he was like 38 and married, and she was like 18. You know, it's kind of a slippery slope there. No pun intended. I'm guessing Carrie Fisher was very, very wet for Harrison Ford. And Carrie Fisher loved to do a lot of blow. And yeah, very, very wet. No lube needed.
I brought a little bottle of spermicidal lube, too. And one little bottle of spermicidal lube? Yeah, one little bottle of spermicidal lube. Evan, that's psycho shit, man. It's not. It's like Charles Manson shit. What do you think Becca's gonna be psyched that you brought a bottle of lube? Oh, Evan, thank you for bringing that lube for my pussy. I never would have been able to handle your fucking 4-inch dick inside my pussy without that gigantic bottle of lube.
Lube. How many times do you think they had to really do that scene? If I'm Michael Cera, there's no way I'm keeping myself like in character to be like, and even Jonah, dude.
Like Charles Manson shit, man.
I'm just laughing now. Like, if you were to tell me, if I'm Michael Cera and you're sitting there doing his words, I'm looking at you, it's like, yeah, like, like, good luck with it.
Not another teen movie. An awesome quote from that. Remember the chick having the whole monologue about wanting the guy to shit on her chest? He's like, I really want you to shit on my chest. Like, that's a fucked up movie. And kind of took the scary movie thing and just did a
no. So to reiterate what you're thinking, scary movie in this, or in my eyes, like this movie and the creators, they purposely did a different take. Instead of just being like outrageous take on all horror movies, which is exactly what Scary Movie does, they took all the teen rom-coms.
It's Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues is the main movie they're ripping off here. And by the way, rip James Vanderbeek. He's dead way before his time. 44 years old or something. Fucking tragic, man.
Well, he had Lou Gehrig's disease. Lou Gehrig's disease, I believe. So
what's up? What show or movie is it where the person's wearing the pants, Lou Gehrig's pants, and he's like, "Am I gonna get Lou Gehrig's disease?" Is that Ted?
I have no idea.
It's gotta be a Seth MacFarlane, right?
Oh yeah. No, that's the way you
Uh,
just pronounced it. Like, that sounds exactly like.
Unless I just made this up in my head and I could have done that. I'm pretty sure that's a fucking scene. Or
No,
it's
but
I would put in a
real
movie
quick,
for sure.
Yeah, so Billy Bob in Varsity Blues.
No, it's Seinfeld. It's Seinfeld when fucking Steinbrenner's wearing Luke because
yes,
trying to get fired.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and he's like, I'm wearing Lou Gehrig's fucking pants. He's like, is that contagious?
Good call.
Fucking dark ass Seinfeld right there, bro.
Yeah. But no, I was gonna say that in Varsity Blues, Billy Bob, who's the big fat dude, he's in not another teen movie. His name is just Billy Bob Ray or Billy Ray or some shit. So Billy Bob, his name is Billy Ray, and like, the funniest part is he gets knocked out, and then like the coach runs up, who's supposed to be John Voight. Can he play? Can't, coach. He can't even breathe. Yeah, I get it, but can he play? Coach, he's not even like alive. No, like,
oh Hold on. You talk about John Voight. Do I still have the John Voight clip? I really hope I do.
Me too.
Damn it. Oh, I do.
Hey!
Yes.
John Boy! John Boy! Can I ask you something? Listen. Wait. Oh, God!
What, you didn't ask him about the
No,
car?
I couldn't. His cab pulled away, but he did, however, make an impression on me. Look.
What?
His tooth marks, he bit me.
John Voight bit you?
Well, what is he, a vampire?
If anyone's wondering why that's on there, it's on there. That's a Puka Nakua joke. But hey, one more thought on Varsity Blues. When I watched it, I was like looking at the cast. I watched it maybe a couple months ago. His James Vanderbeek's kid brother in that movie, in real life, like disappeared at 18. He's never been heard or seen again. He's like dad, so I have it right here. Joe Pitchler, a former child actor known for his role as Kyle in Varsity Blues in the Beethoven movies and sequels, has been missing since 2006. He was 18 years old when he disappeared from his hometown in Washington, leaving behind an unsolved case that has lasted for over 2 decades. Pretty weird stuff. Yeah, I remember that when you were talking about Varsity Blues, so I looked it up. I remember the weirdest things, but pretty weird.
Yeah, I remember the weirdest things about you too. I don't go talking about it to everybody.
That's
a lie,
forgetting
everyone.
Sarah Marshall. Does that make the cut? Because I think it's very good, but it's
Sorry,
I
Dakota.
love
In
that
my
movie.
eyes, that is an all-timer rom-com. That might be the best rom-com.
Hey, Siegel, one of the very few that showed that dropped dong in this movie. And do you know, trivia question for you, Ray? Do you know who the first mainstream actor to drop dong in a movie is? Because it's not very common. Chicks showing their titties all the time. Who the first man is to drop dong?
No, I'm not even going to just waste your time for the air. Just go and tell me.
None other than Richard Gere in American Gigolo, 1976 or 1970. Yeah, I think it's 1976. Let's check that out. Don't ask me how I know that. I just know it's
Everybody, we know how he knows that. He openly
1980.
He openly pleasures himself to said scenes and images. It's okay. We don't judge.
Well, I've also watched American Gigolo, and it's full frontal. And you know what? Congratulations to you, Richard Gere, for showing off your junk. It's cool. You know what? You paved the way for all of the junk droppings.
Was he more proportional together than Jason Segel?
Jason Segel had a decent hog. What's the Thundergun Express? Dude drops dong and Sunny. Like, dude drops dong, man. They all wanted to see a dick.
A decent dong, like it wasn't. First off, it wasn't tiny, but that's why he did it though.
Well,
he was.
You know what these actors do though. You know the trick, right?
Confident enough
in dropping dong, Ray.
Is a flaccid.
What you do is you got to warm yourself up a little bit so you're in between hard and soft,
correct,
and then it looks soft, but it's like it's got some blood in it. No white man in their right mind is ever going to be on camera with a limp dick because we don't look good limp.
So you never watch porn with dudes that just have a limp dick at fucking 8-7 inches. They're out there. There's not average. The average white man is. No. The average white man is what you described. There are just some dudes who are, a little lucky. How they know how to use it? Different story.
Beer Fest. I know, Ray, you love Beer Fest.
I still think it's a cult classic. I mean, it definitely is a guilty pleasure. I mean, that movie could never be made in this day and age. Like, ooh. Cloris Leachman just warming up that sausage.
That reminds me of the cutaway from Family Guy. Hello, Indy. She's only here because she's humping the director. That's a Harvey Weinstein kind of thing, too. We all know that. 4-inch meat. All right, we are caught up in the comment section. Our list is done. We hit 2 hours. Pretty badass show. Get a couple more comments in here, gentlemen. We will answer some questions. Football, movies, dong dropping. You name it. We do it here, and we're here to serve. We're here to serve. I think. Go Birds.
Eagle. Go Birds, though.
Oh, go Birds.
All right, fine. Go Birds, right?
I know, go Birds.
Get your hand off my knee.
Go Birds.
I was just watching the episode when the gang goes to hell, the 2-parter. When the water is hitting their ankles, they all start really like releasing their tattling on everybody. Oh.
I don't like the second part. I like the first part of that is great. Part 1's awesome. Part
No,
two,
I agree.
I don't know.
No, I'm just laughing at when the only one is when they Ray fucking Mac for having a Romo jersey.
And when Dennis has the fucking onion in his pocket, he's been carrying around an onion all these years. He
Yeah,
wants to make
he's
himself
like,
cry on
he's like, yeah,
command.
he was like, wait a minute, I could have had a relationship with my father, and you just ruined that. And he's just like,
What a psycho!
So,
What a psycho!
and Troy's like,
AD with a good quote here. Go turds. You know what? J Bob has not been around. He's out of the Discord, so we got to check on J Bob. If you know what, once the season comes closer, he will be very, very excited, as all Eagles fans will be. Who would drop dong for under $100 in the Discord? I'll do it. As you know, I'm a whore for money. And
hey, Dakota, do you feel better about yourself that we both just said right away?
Yeah, so we'll do it. We'll tag team it. You'll get a 2 for 1. You get a 2 for 1, dude. 2 dongs for the price of 1.
Dakota, you got 180. That's under 90. You know that means 90 a piece.
Me and Ray will even take a video of us sword fighting. Okay, we'll do that.
I ain't afraid. We will enter. We'll enter the video of saying this video is no homo.
Yeah, we're just sword fighting. All right. Anyone here that's not in the community, hopefully you subscribed at least. JD, if you'd want to join the community, hop in now, baby, because we're getting hot and spicy with all the draft coverage. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Oh, it's going to be later. It's going to be like 10:30 p.m., maybe 11 p.m. No, it's late for a Sunday. Mike, Storey, and me, we did our first segments, me and Storey segment, 10 players we love ahead of consensus in the draft. We're doing the opposite, 10 players we hate. We're going to shit on these guys. Oh. And I'm curious. We had 3 wand of trust for players we love. I'll give those away right now if you're curious. Skylar Bell, Taylon Green, and Seth McGowan were the 3 guys we love higher than consensus. And then he hated on a couple of the guys I had, Zachariah Branch and Malachi Fields in particular. He fucking hated those guys, which is bullshit. What the fuck?
So before we end this, just for my, or no, go ahead. We'll get them out. Mr. Mouth. Hello, Jonathan.
He says we threaten people to take poops on their lawns if they don't join the Patreon. And no, Ray is the pooper because Ray is always shitting.
Mouth. What the real threat is that ain't no flaming bag of Ray shit on their doorstep. Okay, there's unlimited sources of it. You just don't want none of it. All right. So listen to Mouth. You don't want none of this. Just join the Discord and sign over our DMs.
JD, you get in the Patreon. You get in the Patreon, then I send you the invite. I'm making last year I let some people in just for free. This is a tight-knit community, and there's like 45, 50 people in there now. So it's unique. And also you get access to every single co-host in the show, Mouth, Storey, as well as all the community guys you see in here. Access to the fantasy leagues. You know, a lot of shit we're giving away. Free merchandise. Just so go to the Patreon. There's a lot of different levels, as many perks as you want according to the pricing. It's $5 a month to get in the Discord as well as some other stuff. So also you're supporting the channel, and you get to talk to all of our fine people all the time. It's always active. Once football season comes around, it's literally active like 24 hours.
I would say it's about 3 hours. It's basically from East Coast whenever they wake up, from the West Coast whenever they go to sleep.
Not active, you're saying, for 3 hours.
Correct. I'm saying it's active from whenever the East Coast wakes up till the West Coast goes to sleep. And
yeah, or just go to the website. It's on the website, professionalfanatics.com. HTTP, not www. I don't know. I didn't make it. My guy made it. So it's a good website. Pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And also, check out Downtown Sports, gentlemen. Link in the description for that, or just search Downtown Sports. Every single platform. There it is. They're gonna have a show coming out here in a couple days. Also, want to give my condolences to Mouth and your aunt Wendy. I know Tuesday is gonna be a rough day for you, man. You will be in our thoughts. You'll be in Ray's prayers, and you'll be in my thoughts.
Sorry, my man. Love you, brother.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You're gonna see Mouth, and you're gonna see Mouth. So tomorrow is Storey. Monday is Mouth. The second part, we're doing tight ends. Those tight little poopers. We're going through the top 10 tight ends based on ESPN or Draft Buzz. We'll choose which one and what they have it. We're going to give you our list, our rankings, and just break down the players. We've been watching film for a long time in these guys. And I'll tell you this much. I love this tight end class. This is probably the best tight end class. And Mouth, you're very accurate. You are always active. Me and you are usually up really late. During the season, I'm up a lot later. I try to go to bed by like 2 or 3. In the season, I'm up to like 4 or 5 after the show because the shows usually go. Well, Ray, you have to wake up early in the morning. You're usually on there like
out of late.
But we're usually on the show and during the season, the show is going on every night till like 2. mean, I guess right now it's 1 o'clock. We're still on, so 1 o'clock Central. Yeah, we're always on late. The shows, I mean, the football shows are usually 3 or 4 hours long. That's just kind of what we do. We'll see what the average show is next year, because last year I think I did the math on 1 month, and it was like 2 hours and 22 minutes was the average show. Pretty fucking long. All-time record, though, me and Ray hold that. We hold the top 3, Ray. We have a 5-hour, 9-minute stream. We have a 425 and like a 420. The 3 longest professional Fanatic streams. You know what we're going to do, though? We talked about this before. We're going to do at least a 12-hour straight stream during draft season. And I'm going to be on the whole time, and I'm going to have like 2 guests on for a couple hours at a time and rotate everybody in, and maybe even get you back at the end, whoever wants to do 2, which is probably going to be you, Ray, and be a marathon. I know like ESPN did that for like 24 hours, but they had like 20 people rotating in, and I'm going to be on the whole fucking time drinking.
And also what I really want is when I makes our new XFL, we will do a whole live stream of the entire draft.
I think we should. If everyone's on board that does it, if everyone's on board, we should do it. It's gonna be 4 hours long, but I mean, it's not.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
I'll do my best to make it happen.
Would you guys be interested in that?
By the way, now I need
league.
I need to fucking start really railing in all those Rays to make sure we're ready to go.
Yeah. If you guys are interested, we will stream our entire home league. It's what do you think of draft usually? It's about 4 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an offline draft.
What we'll need to do though is, because I want my buddies from Georgia to come in. We'll get an Airbnb in Chicago, and everybody just goes down there. We'll fucking live stream the whole fucking thing. Dude, it'll be epic. We'll make it happen.
We're not going to Chicago. It's too expensive for Airbnbs there. Tell them to come out here.
Okay, sorry. Whatever, halfway.
40 minutes away. Yeah. We'll go like an eastern suburb of where we're at. That's fair.
Yeah,
I want a house. I want like a house.
No, that's what I'm thinking. No, that's what I want. Yes, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right, shout out, Mouth. Appreciate you, man. Again, Downtown Sports guys. We need to get those subs up. I don't know what it's at right now. Let me take a little gander real quick. It better be at least 20 because I've been pushing.
Hey,
I gotta send out some of the group chats.
Mouth of the South, Downtown Sports. They are so good.
JD, hopefully I see you later tonight, man. I will send you an invite. If you hop in, I will send you an invite tonight. The second you join, and it's they have 14 subs only. God damn it. I know I got at least 5 of those. We'll get that number up. Dude.
Hold on.
But you haven't done it yet, Ray? There you go. Yeah, JD, hopefully I see you. Everyone else appreciates you. Big Ray, you're the man. Great show. I love the list, dude. It was guilty pleasure movie. We talked some football as well. Awesome as always. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Central, me and Storey. And then Monday, guys, look forward to Monday, me and Mouth. Downtown Fanatics, second Downtown Fanatics show. He's also going to be tuning in hopefully tomorrow, but we're going to be doing a private show. We're going to also have this to look forward to, guys. During the season, we're going to be having a private show just for Patreon supporters, probably every Friday night. I want to say we'll figure out the day. Thursday there's Thursday night football, so every Friday night, start sit just for you guys, get every question answered even more in depth than we already do. So another reason to join the community, because you'll get that show. And if you can't make that show, you can just put your questions in the Discord and we can answer it, and I'll timestamp it with your name. So if you miss it, you don't have to watch the whole 2-hour stream. You can just find your name, get to your comment, get our 5-minute answer on anything you need. So Mouse says, go rent an Airbnb in block-gated community where King Von used to live. How much would that cost?
A lot.
You know what we should do? We should try to rent out Michael Jordan's house, dude.
Yeah, at that point. Now, dude,
throw in $300.
Realistically, Rob, if you would be willing to do this, we can just go to Lutz's place. He's on the 33rd floor in a high-rise in Chicago. Everybody can go there.
Is it big?
Yeah.
All right. I don't care. Save this money. I want the fire aspect outside, but I mean,
hey, best part, he has a fireplace outside on his fucking patio, and it's like the size of the patio where we sit out on the lower level of the level scene. That imagine that just on a 33rd high rise.
All right. It's settled.
Yeah. I'll make it happen.
Oh, King Von lived in the worst place ever. I thought it was I was thinking like Michael Jordan. So
no.
They pay you to stay there?
No, I knew about.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't.
Hey, that would make for an interesting fucking stream.
Fuck
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
boy.
Someone gets shanked in the live stream.
Yeah,
That goes
me.
viral real quick. So it takes somebody to die to make the show take off. But as long as it's not me, the show will go on.
Oh, so as
So
long
that
as
might be
it's not
selfish.
him, it's me. It's all
Well,
good.
no, I didn't say you. There's 9 other people in the league, Ray. 10 other
Hey,
people in the
I'll
league.
die
One
for
of them
my
can
friends,
go.
including you. So don't you?
Hey, we have a person that's not in the league. We can just invite, and he could be the one that gets shanked. Actually, he'd be the shanker. All right, guys. Appreciate
time.
everybody. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow,
everybody.
Monday.
Good
I'm on
support.
the next 4 days. I've been on 6 days straight. I'm not stopping anytime soon. Appreciate you,
you
Ray.
want me
Great
to
show.
know?
Mouth, you're the man. Downtown Sports, guys. Check them out, and we will talk to you. Mouth says he dodged bullets once during a stream. I can see Mouth like catching it. The Ace Ventura when he catches it in his teeth. That's Mouth. He just catches it with his fucking teeth, spits it out, and says "fuck you." So, all right, love your life. Stay positive. Respect each other. We are out of here. I didn't have the clip ready. The ending clip. Where's the ending clip? I've been. There it is. Later.
You just seem like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you want to grab a beer. That's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry. What? Nothing. Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you stored in my iPhone.
All right. If you need me, call, okay?
Oh.